Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I think we finally got that transition down to a T. Look at that, guys. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. Realizing my hair is shifted since I put my headphones on, and I'm not loving it. It's all shaggy all over the place. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope we're all doing fantastic today. For those of you who had the day off for a federal holiday, hope you enjoyed it. Had some good weather today as well. I know I had the day off today with the little one and had with the fam as well. So we had here. So it was spent some time out by the beach, spent some time getting some lunch today. We had a good time. I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. For those who are not part of our Discord and did not get to see some updates, we are doing quite some phenomenal. I was gonna say phenomenal, but I meant to say fun. More fun things today. The majestic, auspicious, awe-inspiring Mr. Top-Headed Kirby. Happy Thursday to you, LordPhloon. You will be accompanying me to the act of sorting my magic stuff. I love that. I love Magic the Gathering. It is such an interesting game. If you guys find yourself wanting to play some Magic the Gathering, we should connect offline. Kirby, we still need to get together. But without further ado, chat, Dave Kind, a LordPhloon salute to you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. So we're starting a new mini-series today, chat. So we are in the process of trying to expand on our social media platforms. TikTok, we do our little clip stuff, and Twitch, obviously we have our streams, and we're looking to branch out a little bit on our YouTube platform. So we're looking to try and get into a new series. And I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, but I think with the launch of Pyro for Star Citizen, this opens up a really good chunk of gameplay. So what we're gonna do, bro, you don't want to know what the price of the Final Fantasy. I've seen some Final Fantasy prices coming at like what, 50, 45 bucks for. I saw I think I saw $145 for a commander deck and 120 for like a booster box, something stupid like that. It was crazy. I was very surprised at the MSRP drops for the Final Fantasy stuff. Dave Kind doing good. That's phenomenal. I appreciate you tuning in. I know you're a couple hours ahead. You're probably well into your early or way into your late night right now. So appreciate you hanging with us tonight. So as I was saying, we're getting into a new chapter in Star Citizen. 4.2 update just hit today, guys. We're going to go through some of the patch notes, see what's coming out with this game. And we're going to start our new series of Zero to Hero. If you guys are new to the concept, we have given away everything. I haven't gotten a chance to get in and give away my credits. We're going to be going in. I've gotten rid of all my ships right now. I donated them all to my account. I have however much money I've spent in this game into my account, except for $60. I have spent $60 for a starter ship, and I'm going to run with a starter ship only, doing missions only the general public could do if they bought a starter package in this game. And we're going to be doing it all in Pyro today. So the main aspect of this is going to be completely new concept of playing with no money, no gear, no armor, no reputation. New patch, new reputation starts with no rep today. And then all in all, in a very compact ship that can do a little bit of everything, very little. So it's not going to do everything great. I'm not going to be Master Bounty Hunter in the ship, but my goal is to earn money, do these reps, get ranked up, and be able to buy some of these ships in game. Show you that you guys can have a fun time in this game just playing the game with just a starter ship. You don't need to be like me or some of my org members who spend a decent amount of money in this game to have fun. So all in all, we're also going to be going into the new system of Pyro. I haven't showcased Pyro with you guys in chat yet, just because my PC sometimes has some issues, but also it's a lawless state. Or a lawless system, I should say. So this system is just filled with pirates. That it's a haven for criminals. Let's just say that. So we've been a little tempted to stay away from that, but I think this would be the perfect opportunity for us to both go into that realm of Pyro, fly around and see some of the new aspects of the game that have been brought into the game, while doing some missions, while leveling up. So I'm gonna move my stuff over here. We'll be pulling up. All right, so we're on the RSI website, chat. 2 a.m. in bed. Oh my gosh, Dave Kind, don't you need some sleep? I know I couldn't handle it with no sleep, unless you got the day off tomorrow. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna dial music down a little bit. All right. So Star Citizen 4.2 just dropped today, guys. It's been in PT for quite some time. So here's all the bits here. Not a whole lot, it looks like, right off the bat, but we'll open these up. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm sitting in a chair as well. I don't know the brand of the chair, though. I'm not sponsored. Speaking of sponsored, I'm definitely not sponsored, but we're going to be testing a new, I want to do like a mug of the month and coffee. Caffeine brought to you by, I'm blanking on the name right now. Coffee brought to you by Ancora Coffee. If you haven't checked out Ancora, they're a nice little Wisconsin-made coffee company, roastery. But they also sell their beans out to the general public, and we have been loving their stuff ever since we got our espresso machine. And the mug of the day is a Star Wars Resistance mug. My mother-in-law bought it for me years ago. Titanium mug or aluminum mug with a little emblem there for the Rebellion and an X-Wing. This thing, I kid you not, could probably hold about 16 ounces for the small cup size it is. No, I have the day off, but I had much sleep yesterday. I need to sleep. I need to change sleep with you there, Dave Kent. I need that. Little one keeps us up and running all day ragged. All right, so we got new persistent sandbox activity, Stormbreaker. Bear with me, my music stopped for some odd reason, and I don't know why. Go. We'll just turn some of that background music on. All right, so new persistent sandbox activity, Stormbreaker. Similar to the Align and Mine sandbox of 4.1, 4.2 brings us with a new series of persistent sandbox locations linked to the ongoing regen crisis narrative. Sounds like a new mission narrative. That's cool. ASD data centers on Pyro 4. These facilities allow intrepid explorers to begin uncovering the lengths to which associated science and developments have gone in combating the current threat to humanity's ability to conquer death. ASD shuttle stations found on Pyro 1 at the outskirts of two enormous never-ending storms and deadly radiation zones. This right here, Chad, is part of the big update. This update for 4.2 is mainly around radiation and the storm systems. So it looks like Pyro 1 is going to be the host of this. Deadly radiation storms and never-ending storms. These stations allow visitors safe passage into the disturbances during their investigations within. Okay. ASD research facilities hidden in the dangerous confines of Pyro 1's deadly storms. Intrepid explorers are encouraged to explore these supposed knockoff or supposedly abandoned facilities and uncover what ASD has worked so hard to keep secret. These facilities also have a one-way freight elevator that allow players to send items from the inside the Lazarus facility out. New environmental hazard, radiation. We are implementing dangerous radiation zones in specific locations, forcing players to adapt with specialized gear and strategic navigation. Players may encounter full areas that have been irradiated, rooms that would be deadly to enter without the proper gear. That's kind of cool. And items and fauna that are dangerous to hold on to or even be near. The update adds new radiation accumulants, resistance, and fall-off thresholds to the player status effect. These effects will appear as new visuals and player status cues, with REMs and HUD, and can cause consequences resulting in injury and death if not treated. Jeez. Wicklow Emporium. I haven't done a whole lot of the Wicklow Emporium stuff. He was a new add-on a couple patches ago. Apparently you can do stuff and he gives you like actual ships and stuff, which is kind of cool. We might have to explore that doing this. Apologies, chat. My throat has been giving me something fierce this last week. I'm at the tail end of it. Swapping hierarchy equipment. Equipment swapping now has gone through a hierarchy when swapping out gear using the new looting. This iteration will attempt to transfer items equipped to the outside of the armor, such as weapons, grenades, med pins, and backpacks to the newly equipped armor or undersuit. However, items stored inside the armor, such as storage pockets, will not transfer. When swapping gear, looting an enemy's armor, the system will first attempt to move all externally attached items from the old armor to the new one. Okay, that's pretty cool. And if the new doesn't have enough attachment points, the excess items should be placed in the player's backpack. Okay, that'll be kind of cool. Looks like med beds have protection from damage, increase your refinery jobs, reward balance for missions, updated bounty hill Bounty Guild missions to use the rebalance encounters and slightly increase the number of aesthetic caves. Proxy polish pass to space stations and landing zones. Increased pyro temperatures and bigger cloud formations to pyrophore. Yeah. New player hairstyles. The Argo Atlas, that was the new walker we tested a little bit ago, as the Icti, Geo Icti, and Icti Rad. So these are the new, they're the new walker suits, like the Titan suits essentially. They have already one with a mining laser and one with a tractor beam. They've made one that has a jetpack that's a mining vessel, but they retrofitted it to be called the Icti that has 2 size 1 laser repeaters on each hand. So it's basically like kind of like Titanfall, except like it's more smaller. Think of Ripley from Alien, except she's got a gun on that sucker. The new vehicle, the Asperia Prowler, we did a system look on that last week during stream. Some scanning mode and targeting UI updates and shield gen re-updates. Idris updates, Starlancer updates, all this stuff we really don't need to worry about right now because we're not running any of those ships, blah, 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 blah. New guns. Volt shotgun is a new laser or lightning shotgun. Dear Life decon pen, that must be for decontamination. And some shotgun balance. All right. Well, chat. I'm gonna get this game booted up. I thankfully did all the updates. I'm really hoping they didn't push a hotfix out right now, because otherwise I'm gonna be having to deal with that fun stuff. I was loading up for stream chat and I was genuinely like, oh, I don't know if I'm really wanting the game to be ready to go yet. I was like, I kind of want it to still be on the old system just to see how my computer handles pyro. I'm gonna be a little nervous with you guys, chat. I'll be open with you. If we have any issues launching into pyro and pyro gives us a crap ton of issues, we are going to let it kill us and we're going to start over, and we're not going to mess with it if we die right away. But my goal is I would love to be able to ship log and keep the series going as a full. I'd like to do our missions, end our night in space somewhere in the void, log off and be able to log back in and continue our gameplay from where we left off. That'll be a wonderful test of how these persistence is working too. Hey, who's the guy in the upper right corner? No guy in the upper right corner anymore. Not yet. Make sure my Star Citizen game is capturing. See if it captures. There we go. All right. So let's set up our character again. Persistent universe. I usually don't go too much tinkering just because it's still obviously developing and stuff. I have a preset I saved a while back and that's kind of what I use now. Where do we go to review? Accept our character. And we're not gonna start in pyro just because I know the pyro stations are really buggy on my computer. So we're still gonna start in area 18. And we're gonna fly through the checkpoint, the gateway. That'll be cool. Hey, who's the guy? Make it look like me. No, we will be doing that. It's still in early access, so that I don't want to focus because it might have a wipe very quickly. So then I hate spending time making my character look like me just for it to drop. I have a pre-made one I kept from years ago. That's why I keep running. Sorry, bud. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't actually launch today. Kirby, oh, ridiculous, Kirby. White one? Which one? Talking to me. I'm assuming you're saying this one. Sorry, I got LordPhloon modding me in the right hand side here. I guess I'm getting whitewashed. All right, chat. So here's what we're gonna do. Starting off the gameplay here. See all this 518,000 credits? We're gonna give that away. Assets. Wallet. We're gonna send it to I don't know who Man Meat is. Who the hell is Man Meat? We're gonna send it to our Captain Ration. We're gonna send them the amount of 518,000. No, 500 and then the 500, 1, 2, 3, 500,000. That would leave us with about 15,000 is what I would start with. So we're gonna send him 500,000 credits. Oh, it failed because oh, can I not get rid of it then? What if I want to give it to some rando? What if somebody comes up to me and starts pirating me and tells me you need to give me your friends? Like what? Give 10 credits to Mega Man Meat? Like, I don't know. Just do 500. There you go. Von Cody, give you 500,000 credits. I hope you have a good time with it. Yo, Ration! What's going on? And that's another thing. We're gonna start with just the simple suit and the pistol. We're not gonna start with any of the stuff I actually get. So our goal is we're gonna showcase the new ship we're flying, and we're gonna take it to Pyro, and we're gonna. Got a milli yet? Man, I just transferred all my funds. Look at this. Look at this 16K bank account. That's what I start with, because that's what the game starts me with, because I spent too much money in this game already. Those of you just joining in, welcome to LordPhloon Gaming. Forgot to tell you guys, we built a desk over the weekend. I don't have a cool camera yet behind me that showcases my setup. That'd be really cool, but it would also show you how much of a slob I am behind screen. But if you want pictures, check out our Discord. We spent last weekend working on our... Dude, that person's armor looks really cool. Is that a player? Holy crap, that's a player. Look at that hood, dude. I need one of those.
Please consult any of our associates for help or rental opportunities.
Anyways, as I was saying, we finished our desk last weekend. We built a like 10-foot long desk for LordPhloon and I to game on. All unfinished still. We haven't done a whole lot to it, but it works and it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice compared to the several $100 desks we bought in the past that just kind of felt very flimsy and half put together with Allen wrenches. So. All right. So yeah, our goal, chat, is we're gonna be doing a 0 to hero challenge, starting with nothing but our regular old contracts of whatever we want to do: bounty hunting, salvaging, mercenary, whatever we can do with our ship, right? And we're gonna take our flight starting over. Oh, let's get on the tram here. Make sure we don't miss it. We are gonna fly. We're on Area 18 right now, in the Arc Core sector. Oh, the map is all flipped. I don't like that.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
So we're in Arc Core here. We're gonna be heading to the Pyro Gateway. So I don't think I've streamed this with you guys yet, chat. This is really cool. So this is essentially their wormholes, naturally generated wormholes in the game, or in the lore of the game. And what we have done as a species is we created these space gates around it, so we can actively use our quantum drive to connect with the energy on the wormhole, activate it, and flux it to allow us entry, and then we can maneuver the wormhole. So that's what we're going to be doing today, chat, is we're going to be taking our first steps into the Pyro system and try not to get ourselves killed today. If we do, that's just another reason why this game is what it is and why that system is what it's known for. As I said, Pyro is very much a lawless state. Think of like the Wild Wild West, but in, sci-fi universe.
Now arriving.
I'm kind of curious to see how many like Idrises and stuff are going to be running over in Pyro now. Because that's the other part I'm kind of curious about is which system do you guys think is going to be busier or more occupied, the Pyro system or the Stanton system as we get further along? We're supposed to get the Nyx system next year, I think is what I heard, or a year and a half from now. I'm excited for Nyx. They used to have a planet, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Levski. Levski Station was one of the stations that I really loved. It was built into an asteroid or a moon. It was like built into the moon, so you actually descended into the moon, but it was very short-lived because by the time I had gotten around to fully playing it, they scrapped it and pulled it out completely.
Vehicle retrieval system.
So here we go, chat. Look at this. Look at this empty screen. Normally we see like 14 ships here. Usually we see like one really big ship here.
Whatever your transaction.
All we got is this little Drake Cutter.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle, please visit us.
For those who aren't aware, Drake Cutter is one of the starter ships you can get in the game package store, the pledge store. This particular package costs $60. So if you wanted to replicate LordPhloon's journey in Star Citizen, you can do it for the low cost of $60 for a game package.
And welcome to Riker Memorial.
My main thing is just make sure your PC can run it. Do your research. I would check out the Star Citizen Reddit page.
We hope you have safe travels.
They have a lot of heads up and information kind of details to figure out whether you should be playing it or not. My PC 5 years ago when I built it was meant for it. But I didn't future-proof my PC to the way I should have, and so we're starting to see the effects of what can happen if we don't continuously update on our computer. So our computer can run it, it's just not also perfect. Will $60 buy me the PC too? Unfortunately, Top-Headed Kirby, that is incorrect. You would have to buy your personal computer separately. So here we go, chat. Here's the Drake Cutter. So if you're familiar with Drake's outline on their ships, they're very crude and industrial in their nature. You very much get the same aesthetic in the Cutter here. Very crude, very industrial. You got two size 3 guns on the front here, I believe. Maybe size 2, but I think they're 3s. I think there's a small living quarters and a small cargo tray in the back. So we should be able to do a plethora of like box delivery missions, or maybe even some super light cargo. And when I say light cargo, I mean like 1 box, 2 box cargo, nothing fancy. Like right here, that's the cargo grid right here. I think it's a 1x2 and a 1x2 connected here. Let's see if we can shut this puppy here. Ah, there's the door. So here we have our components. Drake fashion, chat, right here. There's no fluff, no intricate nature. This is just where everything gets stored. You need your battery, you got your battery. You need your relay, you got your relay. You need your cooler, you got your cooler. It's all within arm's reach. No jump seats or anything in the back. We'll open up. And open! There we go. All right, so here we have a living quarters. What's this here? Okay, personal inventory, personal bed, some ominous gas coming through this vent. I'm not sure what's going on there. And then we have a La Toilette. It's got a toilet sink combo, and it looks to be a toilet shower combo. So you can shower, poop, and wash your hands at the same time. And then here we have the cockpit. Again, we have a couple of life support access patches. And then we have a weapon rack right here, which is really cool. All right. I'm getting really shaky, chat. I just want you to know it might be the caffeine. We don't know what we're doing today. This is gonna be nuts. I have put my faith into Star Citizen today, even though these last few weeks have proven me not to. Very, very condensed MFD readouts here. Very nice. I like it. You have everything you need right up close in front of you here. Deploy. What does deploy mean? Oh, God, I wish I could poop and shower at the same time. It's 7:30 at night, man. It's the caffeine. Well, I just started drinking, though. That's the concern of mine, too. All right, chat, remember, we're not gonna... Oh, do you see that? Chat, we're moving, and I'm not even moving. Do you see this? I heard somebody said they added turbulence in one of the recent updates. Either, it must have been this update. Look at this, chat. If I move it right in the front here, you'll see my cockpit sway a little bit. Oh, that is so cool. This is what I need. This is what we need, chat. I'm tired of people just like pivoting their ship and letting it float there. Oh, did my landing gear already get put away, but then it stayed out? Yeah, it did. Okay, let's put it away. So that's super cool. All right, we're gonna put away our VTOLs. This ship literally looks like a FedEx box. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like my toddler put 2 smaller boxes on the side of a FedEx package. Oh my gosh, this is cool. They said they're adding turbulence into the game, and that's gonna be really cool to start seeing in atmospheric flight when we come into a planet and we actually have to like fly the ship instead of, you know, oh, I'm gonna point a giant ship straight down and not have to worry about gravity pulling me down because I'm a spaceship. Like, when was the last time you saw a ship just stare straight up down at the ground without having to fear for gravity? All right. We're gonna try and get out of atmosphere here. We're gonna activate our quantum drive. Look at all the city lights, chat. Isn't that cool? You got like oh my gosh. Look at the... Chat, Yo, Ration, if you're still here, did the lights on Artcore used to look like this? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, they're huge. They're so bright. What even is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna set cruise control. I know it's got like that Coruscant vibes. I like it. All right, chat. Here's where the fun begins. Are you ready for this? We're gonna be heading to the Pyro Gateway, everybody. This is gonna be our first time going through Pyro. I'm giving myself like Mando vibes. Need the that I'm like half as, not even, I'm like a quarter of the cool that he is. Oh. And once we finish up staining our desk, I'm gonna look at getting some mounts for the VKB sticks I have. I've had them for about 1.5 years. I pulled the trigger on them a while ago, but I just have not gotten around to flying them. But also, I tried plugging them in the other day, and I swear to God, I plugged in the left one and it said it was the right one. I'm like, well, I don't know how to change that. And I was trying to look at some of the programming stuff, but some of it is very heady. And I'm just like, I just want to plug and play these sticks. Ah. All right, Pyro Gateway, chat. All right. This is such a nice little ship, though. I could see this if I had gotten this instead of an Avenger Titan for my first ship. I think I would have enjoyed it as well. One of the favorite things in Star Citizen, chat, unlike Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky, you can get out of your ship while you're flying in quantum travel, which is super cool. I don't know. I feel it's very grounded in its sci-fi nature comparatively to some other games that are out there. And this just feels very real. Like, look at it. You got these portholes out here. You can see where we're traveling and stuff. Oh, it's so cool. All right. Trying to see if we had anything else over here. I thought somewhere they said they had a small cargo bay back here. Maybe it was like you could utilize that space too. I'm not sure. Not much to see in the ship, no. Not in these starter ships. Stop at it, Kirby. I was just gonna say Kirby. No, not a whole lot in these smaller ships. But when you get into these bigger ships like the Hammerhead or the Idris, these ships, I mean, you can get lost, Kirby. I'm not even kidding you. I was flying in Captain Ration, who plays with us, who's in the chat. We played with his Polaris, and I swear I was running around trying to figure out where the engineering station was. I couldn't find it. All right, guys, here we go. You can see the nebula cloud right now, chat. Do you see that? All right, ready for my PC to tank. All right, where do I need to go? Jump point detected. All right, there it is, chat. That is the Pyro jump point. So we have to the right, this is one of the last free stations of the UEE for this jump point. So naturally, when you come out of a jump point, there's a station there waiting to accept everybody. And so we're gonna turn off our quantum drive so we can keep our shields up just in case. We're gonna kind of fly in there slow, and we're not gonna overshoot anything. We're not gonna tempt fate, chat. We are going to slowly but surely. Look at those lights, guys. You can almost see the light being drawn into that wormhole space there. Yep, that's it right there, chat. That is the wormhole in question. All right, so I believe how we activate this is we activate it similarly to our quantum travel, and we fly up to these beacons here and we lock onto it, and it kind of accepts us. It kind of just sits there and goes, ah, a ship is here. I am going to open. Walk out of the airlock again? I can walk out of the airlock fine. I'm wearing a spacesuit this time. But the only reason I died last week's stream was because I chose not to wear my helmet. Because I was going to go for RP, like doing a space trucking guy. I already posted that TikTok clip. Thank you, Kirby, for that clip, though. Oh, God. You were a funny guy. Yep, you can actually see the wormhole spooling up right now. I'm not sure if that's somebody coming out or if that's somebody going in right now. I don't see anybody on my radar. There's two people behind me or two entities behind me. I probably should have kept my quantum drive on for how far this jump point was. Jeez. I was thinking we're like really close to it. Oh, I heard something. So to go through this, chat, I don't think I told you. This is a mini game. So as you've seen so far, the only loading screen to this game is the first loading screen when you gather your server. That's it. Now, you can fight to say, oh, well, quantum travel's the loading screen, or the warp you're gonna do, that's the loading screen. Well, you could say that, but loading screens you can't just pull out of. When I'm in quantum travel, I can just pull the plug and I can stop my ship wherever I'm at mid-travel. So I don't think that's considered a load screen, personally. And with this, you actively have to maneuver between these pillars of disruption on the port. Yep, oh, look at it. The gate just closed. You see that? Oh, that was so cool. So somebody just left, or somebody just came in, or somebody timed out while they were on their way out. But I have to fly this ship through the wormhole, through this dimensional rift. And there are pillars in here that if I hit, or if I hit the walls, I can break out of the wormhole and completely find myself in the middle of subspace. By myself. No help. All right, chat, here we go. We're gonna fly up through here. Think of this as like a kind of like a highway. We're spooling up our drive. Oh, look at that. Somebody else is opening it, or it looks like. We're gonna come down through here as well. We're not gonna go too fast. I think it's pulling us. Yeah, I am not moving, and oh, I was coupled, that's why. All right, there it goes. Entry requirements are met. Tuning. Oh my god, look at my ship's systems. Tuning complete. Activate jump point. I think I hit it. I think I hit it. I think it's activating right now. Oh my god, this is so cool. Do I have to like go forward? I can't remember if I actually have to go forward. I thought it pulls me in. There we go. Jump point opening. Oh my god. Here we go, entering jump tunnel. Oh my god. I am lagging already. Oh, this is gonna give me a headache. Oh, this is gonna give me a headache. I'm already hitting the corners. I'm not gonna do this, chat. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if I need to be just aiming my cursor or if I need to actually hold W and travel. My quantum fuel is at 75%, chat. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. You kind of gotta like see. Okay, my system's running a lot better now. Here we go. Okay. That guy hit the tunnel. I saw him hit it. Oh my god, chat. It would be a shame if the game crashed. Yeah, we kind of have to. Oh my god, it's crashing as you're saying that, LordPhloon. Is that it? Oh my god, is that it? Oh! Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pyro. That collapsed star is one of the main stars in the system of Pyro. All right, holy cow. So let's see if we can find this ship station. Is that it down there? Stanton Gateway? I bet you that's it right there. We're gonna travel there real quick. We're not too far away, but maybe we can get there just by. We did it! We've made it to Pyro, chat, in our little cutter. All right, so we gotta be a little careful, chat. We can't be the trustworthy Midwestern that we are here. We can't just sit there and believe that everybody's all hunky-dory, super nice. Because I've flown, I've started here once before, and I have died more times than I can count. All right. So we have a mercenary mission to secure an outpost. We can do, or there's a hauling mission which needs 8 SCU. I'm gonna quick Google before I do something stupid. How much SCU is in a Drake cutter? That has 4 SCU of cargo. We can't do that one. Now we have unverified. Well, no, we don't actually have any unverified missions. So let's go ahead and let's call for docking, and let's go ahead and refill our quantum here while we're here. Stanton Gateway.
Please proceed to assigned land.
He said, please proceed to assigned land, and then hung up on me. He didn't want to talk to me at all. I think we're on the other side of that one. Run into someone. Kirby, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to keep those. Those are what we call the impure thoughts. The what are those called? I haven't had the intrusive thoughts. Kirby. That's an intrusive thought we don't need. See, like right now I'm activating my landing gear, and I'm not gonna hit shift, so I crash into somebody. Honest to God though, chat, my frames right now aren't doing terrible, but I am also aware that I'm in the middle of a nowhere void of space. Another thing we got to worry about, chat, we have to worry about solar flares. Solar flares are a real issue in Pyro. All right, we touched down. All right, guys, we made it. Landing services. Can we get quantum and refill hydrogen, please? Thank you. Oh, I cannot tell you how nervous I was during that flight. I was totally sure I was going to crash. What is the total amount? Am I like burning hydrogen right now? I'm wondering if I'm like burning hydrogen passively, just leaving my engines on. See if that number stopped. I'm actually kind of curious. Yeah, leaving the engine on, it was running that number up. That's interesting. So just leaving your engines on like that actually does drop your fuel. I thought it was just actively like spooling it and running it. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave our ship here, guys. We're gonna go look at the Stanton Gateway here, see if they have anything for us. Let's check our Moby Glass quick. All right, so here we are, chat. We're at the Stanton Gateway. We're gonna zoom back here. Pyro is huge. Okay, I went too far. Pyro is huge compared to the UEE Stanton. So here I am. The first nearest sector is gonna be, oh my God. Look at all these. Oh my God, these are all asteroids, like giant asteroid rings. So we have, I think that's Bloom. One of these is Bloom. Monox is a toxic carbon monoxide part oxygen atmosphere. We have Pyro 1. Is close to Pyro's volatile star, has high temperatures and atmospheric temperatures. Bloom, I heard, is a good one. I think we might try looking out at Bloom.
Oh, go and get a glass of water.
Oh, go get a glass of water. LordPhloon, was that from Monty Python? I want to say it was from Monty Python, the Holy Grail. And very much sounds like the guy where his son starts singing. He's like, don't sing. All right, where are we at, chat? Stanton Gateway. I need to see, do they have landing, vehicle services, docking, clinic, refinery, loading dock, commodity, buy weapons, buy armor. Okay, so we got 15K to our name. Let's go ahead and look for some gear while we're out here. My door, open please. I would like to leave my ship. All right, since I don't have to worry about anyone landing in my hangar without access, I don't have to worry terribly about leaving my door open, but it is always a good habit, chat, to shut your door when you're leaving, just like you would your car. If you ever play this game, don't trust your car doors open. You know, when I go to the mall, I don't leave my back door to my SUV wide, or the hatch to my SUV wide open. Neither should you. Top facts from LordPhloon. You guys are looking for top facts like that? All right. Supposedly, Pyro's got some of the new features in some of the gameplay too. Stanton hasn't been retrofitted with it yet. So I'm actually really curious to see what we can find here. One of the cool things that has been brought to Pyro, but not Stanton, is outposts. Now, outposts are different than, I think we're going to gallery. outposts are going to be different than your typical city hub. These outposts, think of like Star Wars, where you find the main character flying to like a remote town. That's kind of what it is. It's like a remote town that has a bunch of buildings, but they're not quite a city. And all right, here we go. What up, T-posing NPC? Appreciate you. Oh my god, that chick totally works retail. Did you hear her? Hey, welcome to... Never mind. Just straight up, never mind. All right. So guys, we only have 15K right now, so we got to be a little careful and cautious about what we buy. We're gonna look at armor. See, like, look at that, 2,500 for a backpack. That's crazy. I think we're gonna stick with some medium armor just in case. I don't want to go full heavy, but that's the ADP. Well, let's look at the ORC stuff. Mark 10. What did that say? 3,200. What about the other chest piece? Are they all 3,200? They look to be all 3,200. Okay. Do they have the desert? They have desert legs. Okay, we're gonna do the core desert. 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 Those are all the same price anyways. Desert, desert, desert. All I'm thinking of is no. Desert, desert, desert. Desert, desert, desert. Desert, desert, desert. Ba-da-ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. All right, and then we're gonna need a rifle. What kind of guns do you think they have here? Anything good, chat? What do we see? Got a lot of ammo. Got a pistol. We already got a pistol. A Gallant Warhawk rifle. We got 7K, chat. Should we get a rifle already? Or should we try and find something cheaper? Or should we... I feel a little more protected if I had a gun. I think we should get a gun, just in case. All right, that was the Gallant. And then we need batteries. So we got 400 bucks. We need... Oh my God, we're gonna buy 3 magazines, and then we've spent all of our money, chat. Oh, good gravy. We just spent all of our hard-earned money that we started with this game. That's what we spent. All right. How are we doing on health right now? Health, we are good. We are oxygenized. How is our food and our hunger? Hydration is 100. Food is at 100. 100. All right. Oh, this guy has weapons too. Oh, he has a lot more weapons. Oh, well, I feel silly now. We already bought everything we need. All right, chat, here we go. Let's gear up. We had to go light armor for the arms because they didn't have any heavy armor pieces. That should be fine. All right, here we go. Here we are, guys. LordPhloon in his finest right now. All right, so I think we're gonna start with flying to Bloom. Bloom is the coolest looking planet from what I've seen. It's got the best looking clouds and it's got some outposts. So I want to fly there first and see if we can get some missions, because typically the missions are given by the satellite systems around these planets. The planets are considered the hubs, and then you get the missions from the hub areas. You can be out in deep space like this and get missions, but the mission types are usually very, very particular. And you won't likely find what you need specifically. You'll be left with maybe 1 or 2 odd jobs you can do. We're gonna go to LordPhloon's small hangar bay. All right. I don't like that my ship sounds like it's gonna blow up. Sounds like something's like charging up in this ship right now, you hear that? Literally sounds like it's climbing. We're just gonna blow up in a matter of seconds, Chad, it's okay. Oh, I turned all my ship systems off. That didn't do anything. All right, we've selected our hailing to get out of here. We're gonna set a location for Bloom. Are we gonna be able to jump that far, do you think, chat? That's a long haul. Give me a 6-minute flight, 60 gigameters. I think that might use half of our fuel. They better have a station there. This is why you should do your homework, chat. When you go to fly somewhere, always do your homework a little bit. Learn the systems. What I find funny is we have turbulence inside of a space station, though. And there's really a lack of air in most of this area. Oh, chat, look at that. Okay, it's definitely on the ship, though, whatever's happening. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I went away for a second. Well, since my quantum travel. Let's see if traveling will fix it. That looked like it was it. All right, here we go, chat. No, sometimes the ships have glitches in them, and this might be one of them. So chat, the other cool thing I really wanted to tell you guys when I came to Pyro, I didn't want to tell you till we came here. They came out with Pyro with a whole new soundtrack. I have yet to hear a lot of the soundtrack, but I want you guys to take it in a bit today. For those of you that know me and know me well, I am very much I'm a music nut. I'm an audiophile. I am everything music and sound related. This composer made a whole music nerd, made a whole new soundtrack just for this system. And I want you guys to hear it. Each planet has its own themology to it. Quantum travel now has music. This is nuts. This makes you, if this isn't, this is the game music. This isn't Spotify I'm playing in the background. This is us flying through this game. It's just beautiful, chat. It just makes you just sense the scale of this game while you're playing it. You get these super cool camera angles. Ah, that was perfect. As I was like talking about it, the music was flaring up. I'm a kid at heart. All right, chat. So we're gonna be looking for missions today around Bloom. For those of you guys just joining in, welcome. My name is LordPhloon, part of the LordPhloon gaming here. We play a lot of Star Citizen and some other games. We're kind of a cosmic chaos. We love playing space games, but we like to travel around to other worlds as well, such as Skyrim, Oblivion, and all these other fantasy genres. So if you love somebody that loves coffee, loves to be chaotic, and loves to travel the world, feel free to join us on our streams. I'm streaming once a week right now. We're trying to ease back into it. For those of you who are new to the channel, we took about a 2-year hiatus. We had a kid, and we have been raising a beautiful toddler. from essentially from what was nothing, which is beautiful. It's crazy. And for those of you who are parents, you get it. For those of you that don't, you can imagine it's quite a lot of work. So we took a brief hiatus, and LordPhloon and I have been wanting to get back into it a little bit. So we figured just dipping our toe in the water, so to speak, would be a great opportunity for us. So we're going to be streaming about 1 day a week right now on Thursdays. It's one of the nights we don't have the kiddo, and we get to stay up a little bit, have some fun with you guys, chat with you guys, and we'll see how things go. Maybe we'll look into a weekend chat or weekend stream every other weekend or something, or maybe we turn out to do maybe 2 streams a week. We'll see how things go. It all depends on how you as the viewer perceive us. If you guys like hanging out with us, give us a shout, hang out with us in chat, say hi. For all you lurkers out there, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the whole reason we enjoyed doing this for so much time last whatever years ago we did. We grew such a good following, I feel. If you haven't checked us out on our TikTok socials, Twitter used to be Twitter, X, and Instagram. We have a good following across those socials and our Discord platform as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the reason we got into streaming in the first place, because I like sharing my love of games with everyone out there. For those who are my close friends that happen to be part of this community, you guys know, and you guys were the ones that told me to start doing it. So I want you guys to be I want to appreciate you guys and show you guys your appreciation that's due to you guys, because you guys are the ones that come in here day in and day out. Hanging out. Apologies, I don't have enough water in my throat. Hanging out with us. You have so much else you could do on your Thursday nights, but here you are hanging out with us on a Thursday night, playing some silly space game that in the grand scheme of things may not matter a whole lot, but I appreciate the hangout with all you guys more than the game that we're playing. So thank you wholeheartedly from LordPhloon Gaming. Thank you for all the follows, the support on our socials, the support financially. You guys have been phenomenal in and out, and I don't think I could ask for a better community. You guys are awesome. So with that being said, we're back in for about a week at a time right now. I'll be announcing in our Discord if we do any surprise streams. I had an urge to last night because we had some opportunity arise for us to do one. But I didn't want to force myself to not enjoy the game I was playing just to stream, and I wanted to stick with my plan for today's stream, and I'm glad I did, because so far I'm having a blast. What do we have here? Probably put some more power to the engines. Cool. If you see me sweating, chat, it's just the room. We have a very hot building here. We live in I'm gonna open the door here just to let a little bit of air come in. We live in an old 1900s house. I don't want to share all my information with you. I don't need to give you my IP address and my home address, but we live in a very old house, and that means very little insulation throughout and very, very heavy heat. All right, so our quantum fuel, I think, is like our quantum fuel's at 40% right now. We're still 1 gigameter away. Holy cow. So technically each planet we land at, chat, when we come right at it, we should have a, look at this. The music stops. Listen. Music kicks back up. Each planet is supposed to have its own themology to it. When you're flying around it, when you come to it, when you flying around it. All right, look at all these missions, chat. So I think we're gonna do. I was hoping it was I hope they had a box delivery ones. Sorry, Jesus, that was terrible. For these hauling ones, we can only do anything less than 8. So we're probably not going to want to do any of these. Let's check this out, chat. Look at this. Maintenance request. 30,000 credits. One of our outposts at a remote outpost near Shepherd's Rest on Pyro 3 is in need of some light repairs. The The folks on site have estimated that you'll need 3 fuses and a salvage tool. Enough RMC canisters to fix. Oh, I don't think I have that. You need more information on maintenance work. See Cornerstone Development's Guide to Maintenance entry in our Moby-Glass journal. Where's the journal? Can I search journals? The music's really freaking tense though. We might have to do a low risk bounty at this point. I don't know how the ship handles in combat though. I'm kind of terrified. Deep space hit. Word of a crew pulling jobs, building rep for themselves. They're on an asteroid base. Shut off power on an asteroid base. Oh, these are good and bad contracts, chat. So typically, if we're in a UEE verified system like Stanton, when you click on unverified, these will be missions that are not sanctioned by the UEE government, and these would be missions that would counteract the normal ones. So you would be like attacking a security base or doing this, and that would showcase, hey, you're doing some not so legal missions. But some of these I think might be, yeah, I think there's like 3 factions in this system, guys. There's the Headhunters, the Citizens for Prosperity, and then there's a third one. Or maybe there's not. Can I see rep? Would we see it here? Dossier. Okay, so we don't have them yet. Sorry, chat. They're hits. Red Wind, but that's a different thing. That's Wicklow. There's a third one, I think. I just can't remember what it is. I'd like to do this minor repairs, but I don't have a salvage tool, and I don't have money for a salvage tool. So why don't we do one of these? Let's do this one, a very low risk target. We're gonna head to this asteroid cluster. All right. Although we got to be careful. We don't have a whole lot of. Let's see if we can find a. Let's see if we can find a refuel point on Bloom. How about we start with that? Because if we don't, we won't be able to get off or go home to this planet. Landing pad small. Look at that. Narina's Rest. Let's go there, chat. Is that going to be on the... That looks like it's going to be on the dark side of the planet, I think. Is there a light side station here somewhere? Windfall. Let's go to Windfall. LordPhloon, wasn't that your island name for your your game you played on Switch? Windfall? I'm pretty sure it was. All right, we're going to head to Windfall first, chat. Why does it want me to go to Pyro? Can't go to Pyro. I shouldn't go to Pyro. Cat, what's going on? It wants me to go out to Pyro and then back to Bloom, and then I'm already at Bloom. I need to go to Windfall. Let's look for it manually. Yeah, probably find it this way. There's Narina's Rest. Shadowfall, Shepherd's Rest, Frigid Knot, Derelict, the Yard, probably over in this cluster of cities. There it is, Windfall. Here we go, chat. Animal Crossing similar-ish? It sounds like it, doesn't it? Here we go, chat. Check these clouds out when we come in, chat. Bloom was one of the planets that everyone was ranting and raving about with the new cloud tech. Pyro in general. Look at these clouds. Aren't they gorgeous? Pixelated. Derelict clouds. I can't see them because my computer can't run them efficiently. I love that I'm running this a lot better than I was on Stanton, though. That's kind of funny. All right, chat, here we go. We're gonna fly under the clouds here. And I see my ship shaking a little, guys. Let's see if there's actually rain going on beneath these clouds too. That'd be kind of terrifying, because they don't have of all the things they have in this game, they don't have windshield wipers yet. for our spaceships or our helmets. At least in Star Wars, they had like automated. Am I topped out already at 300 and some? I feel like I shouldn't be topped out yet. We got some really ominous effing music, chat. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, we can't see through this cloud. Look at this. Oh, this is intense. All right, here we go. 4 kilometers, chat. We're gonna cut quantum travel here. We got turrets available. I'm wondering if we need to call for actual touchdown. I got no communication relays, chat. We got nobody on comms. We're gonna deploy landing gear and we're gonna come in for a landing on the outpost. Chat, I think this is where my first time in Pyro, a long time ago, I landed at this exact station. I just kind of manslaughtered the whole town, if I remember correctly. Talk about your Star Wars vibes. Just like, I feel like I'm not welcome here already. All right, let's check out landing. All right, we're gonna refuel our quantum. That's 850 credits. Do we have that much? I think I just used all my credits I had. We're gonna have to do this mission for sure. Yeah, I got no money, chat. I'm out of money. I just refueled my... Landed or crashed? I swear I've seen you crash at the cavern. No, it was probably landed. I got bugged out because one of these towers was shooting at me with a Gatling. It's pretty crazy. All right, we can come back here, chat, but I want to go out and get this mission done so we can actually, so we can get some money. We need to start that. We're on rags. We started with rags to riches. Now we're like, we loaned our rags to somebody else, chat. That's how bad we are right now. Look at us flying straight through these clouds, dude. Oh, that's beautiful. I know it looks really pixelated, chat. I want you to understand, I have these running at medium just for my intensity, but just imagine, go ahead and look at any other content creators for this game. You can see how crisp and clear this cloud tech is. It is probably the best clouds I've seen in any other video game in ever. Okay, I just saw while we were scrolling out Obituary Space Station. That is one of the main hubs for starting in Pyro. So if you guys are watching me play Pyro and you're like, yo, this is actually a really cool place, I'd like to actually hang here. When you go to start your system or start your game, you would start there. LordPhloon, can you take care of that poster in there, please? I'd appreciate you. Don't click on any of that, gentlemen, ladies. Yeah, if you're looking to start in Pyro and you thought, you don't know where to go, Obituary Station brings you just outside of range of Bloom here. So that's not a bad place to start. There's like 2 or 3 stations within Pyro. I've only started at Obituary because I was very new to Pyro and I'm very cautious around it. I was given one of our chat members, community members, was giving me grief about it. He's like, you just need to go out there and do it. I'm like, no, the 2 times I've been out here, I've gotten gunned down while flying into the station. And it's like, I really don't want to just be gunned down every 10 seconds. All right. We're going to stop here. I'm going to see if we can just cut through here now because we're right there. See if it'll let us. Doesn't look like it is. Oh, there we go. Got flashing lights in our cockpit, guys. We got a raid going on. All right, so we got an asteroid station, asteroid cluster to find our target. All right, so we're not going to fly too fast. We got no shields on right now. But we also want to we got 30 kilometers to close right now, chat. Look at all those. Oh my God. It's like a shattered asteroid, chat. This must have been what Alderaan looked like when they pulled up in Star Wars: A New Hope, huh? There's a bunch of these little clusters. Oh my gosh. LordPhloon, stop saying stupid things. All right, we're gonna activate shields. We're gonna activate our power signature. We're gonna boost up our guns and our shield. All right, scanning for target. This is what's called a ping scan. If you guys are playing, it's tab on your keyboard. There's not a whole lot of controller support yet. There's a lot of keybinds that have to go into this game. So I'm not sure if it'll ever will get keyboard or controller friendly, but if you guys find something that works for you, let me know. I'm always down to try something new. All right, so ping scanning is basically like a whole alert that sends out, and people can see your electronic signature easier by doing that, just so you are aware. But it looks like we got our target here. We're only going about 179 meters per second. Testing our guns here, making sure they work. We have 4 missiles available to us as well. Oh, that must be the new scanning UI. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. All right, I'm trying to lock onto him, but it's not. Oh, I already am locked onto him. Okay. I think I am. There we go. New targeting system too, it looks like. Ooh, these guns feel nice. Whoa. This is not the most nimble of craft. All right, we got 30 shots. We got a good reservoir for our guns here. Most of the time I find myself running with like 20 shots total before they have to recharge already, which is kind of nice that I don't have to worry about that. But my gosh, is this thing sluggish. Woo! There we go, get some shots on. Whoa! Feel like I'm dodging carts at Costco here with him flying that close to me. You guys never been to Costco, you know what I mean. Nobody knows how to drive there. Or shop there, to be honest with you. All right, let our guns recharge. So I am also shooting fixed guns right now. You can have them up on gimbaled, but I've been trained on fixed. I try to use fixed just because it's allegedly more accurate. Oh, there we go. Look at him go. And then for good measure, we pop him a few more times. Boom. All right. So we should have 40,000 credits. Look at that. We just doubled our income, chat. Look at that. Rags to riches. Who? Who? I'm sorry. That was stupid. All right. So I don't think I'm going to see myself doing missions like this with this ship. I'm just going to tell you right now. That is going to be a no-go. Oh, boy. And all these hauling missions are all over 4 SCU, which is funny, which is fair. It's a hauling mission. That's what they're meant for. So, chat, I think we're going to save up for, I don't know if there's any, let's see if there's a ship. Are there ship sellers in Pyro, chat? Do you think there is? If you had to put a bet, would you, can we filter by things, do you think, chat? Toggle marker list. No contracts. Okay. So let's start with the big ones. Let's go to Pyro 1. I'm going to look for the stations and stuff. Because there's Bloom. There's Starlight. Obituary over here. What is that? Buster. Sorry, chat. I really just am curious if you can buy a ship in Pyro. I know the dealerships in... Okay, not at that station. I wish you could filter by... Thank you, Train. You know what game does filter? Escape from Tarkov. You know what game crashes on me without a doubt every single day, Snaky Train? Escape from Tarkov, huh? How's that? Going on, Snaky. I thought LordPhloon said, what up, Stanky? I was like, wow, I don't think you can just say that. Commodity training. We're just looking up to see what system we're in, the new Pyro system, and we're checking to see what cities. Because I don't think there's actually like full-on cities on Pyro, is there? Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at this, chat. This one planet. Look how many moons this planet has. Yo, tell me your moons are hot. Fuego, Pharaoh, Ignis, Adir. Sounds like they're on fire. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Is there nothing on this planet? What about the moons? Is there anything on the moons? Ashland. We're trying to see. Oh, Ashland, you can buy vehicles. Should we go to Ashland? Does Ashland have a landing pad and commodities? Buy ship weapons, buy armor, landing pad. How do we know if they have? Let's go back to Bloom quick. I just want to see if maybe any of their stuff has stuff we can buy. So that's obituary station. You can rent vehicles. You cannot buy vehicles though. Vehicle services is what we need, chat. We can't just find a landing pad. We have to find pads that have vehicle service stations. Windfall we can buy. Okay, we're going back to Windfall, chat. I'm sorry. We got to go look. They have ships you can buy there. I didn't even see a ship there. What do they got? Do you think they got Watto in the back, chat, from Star Wars, just sitting there going, I want to buy a ship? That was my terrible Watto impression. Don't hold it against me, chat. I'm not liable for what I do after I drink coffee after 7 p.m. I'm just letting you know. Snaky Train, welcome to the stream, bud. Those of you just joining in, we're in our zero to hero strain. We are up 15 or up 40,000. Oh, look at us coming atmosphere like that. All right. We need to go to Windfall. Actually, that sounds like Zelda. Maybe Windfall's Zelda. Snaky Train redeemed LordPhloon a treat. Treat yourself. You want to come up to the? Hey, you want to come up for the chat? See if she can. Hey, come this way. I got a treat for you. Come here. You come up. Got the little eyes there. Got some string cheese for the little puppy. Never again. Thanks. Good to be here. Yeah, we're happy to have you, Snaky Train. Hope you and your bride are doing well. All right, Chad. I think we're going back into the sunny side of things. Dude, Pyro is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. All of just the nebulas in the background that you can see, just in the backdrop, look gorgeous. All right, we're gonna fly through these crappy clouds that look on my screen. For those of you just joining in, we are starting on a LordPhloon staring at you, demanding more LordPhloon. We are currently doing our Rags to Riches playthrough, Zero to Hero playthrough, and we are on Pyro in a starter ship of all ships, the Drake Cutter. If you guys are looking to get into Star Citizen, or you have been wanting to eye it up for some time, this is one of the $60 game packages you can get. Get you the package to play Star Citizen, and then gives you the ship as well for $60, and it gives you, I think, 5,000 or 10,000 starting AUEC money for the game. If you guys want some more money to play the game or play in the game, check out my Discord page or my Twitch page. You will see on there an actual sorry, I'm checking to see if I'm coupled or not. I'm not sure if I am or not. One I will fall, one I won't. And I think I'm okay. Sorry, I always forget with coupled. But if you want some more money in the game, feel free to check out our Twitch page. We have our referral code that will get you an extra 5,000 starting cash for the game. So if you can buy ships here, chat, but I don't have to call for landing, how does this work? Kind of curious. There's like no actual like landing pad area. All right, we are in a headhunters controlled area. So we have to do some research, chat. There's a couple of factions here that I completely forgot about. So we're gonna have to do our research and see who we're actually helping out here, and see if we're actually helping out the good guys here. Ouch, that was a hard landing. Aggressive, aggressive. All right, engines are gonna be offline. All right, we're gonna go take a look out here, chat. This is one of the smaller outposts. We're blending right in with Bloom here, chat. Got the ominous music fitting in well too. Always, chat. Always, when you're out and about, shut your doors. Treat this as the neighborhood you've never been to. Lock them doors. Keep your ship systems on. That keeps your shields on. As long as your ship systems are on, your shield should be on. Turn your engines off. You don't need to be burning hydrogen fuel. But if you want to leave them on, that's not a bad idea either. You can also spend your get yourself quick off the ground and gone out of the system if you need to. All right, we're starting to stutter a little bit, chat, so give me a minute here. Let's load in a little bit. We got a Drake Mule here. Is that a loot crate, chat? It looks like a loot crate. What did we find? Oh, look at these. Oh, a Lumen SMG? 6 grenades? Lumen SMG ammo? So we got a laser rifle and a laser SMG now, chat. I think we're gearing up pretty nicely. The Snaky Train, if you ever want to play with us, check us out. We can you could hop in and play some of this with us. It's got loot. It's got loot, just like your other games. What is that? It's not telling me what it is. I want to put that on one of the guns. I just don't know which gun it can attach to. Can't put it in my core armor. I don't have a backpack. I just want to put it on my gun. Oh, do I have to drag it to the side there? Oh, there you go. You double tap it, it opens up, and then I should be able to put an optic on it. Okay, maybe not. It's not letting me. Still, free gun. So I can't fit this. This is another Drake ship. This is a cargo carrier. It carries like small boxes, commodity boxes. Looks like this is a hangar bay that you can unlock. Somebody wants to give me the lowdown on these factions for Pyro. Y'all should hit me up, whatever these factions are supposed to be, because I'd be interested in seeing who we're supporting here. All right, these guys have undersuits and some gear as well. What is that? Reclaimed water? What does reclaimed water mean? Pyro multi-tool. We're gonna buy one of those. Is that the salvage attachment? Salvage and repair? Let's do some of that. I'm actually kind of interested in doing this here. Do they have a backpack first off? Let's look for that quick, because we need one really bad. That's a medium to heavy and all. 50k SKU 85. All right, we're gonna buy that for 19k or 1900. And then we're gonna buy, let's go back to all categories. We're gonna buy some fuses. Do a multi-tool. Multi-tools are important, chat. You can have a different kind of thing that connects into them. So what is the SRT? Store and recycle. Okay, that's one of the components we need. I want to try some of these salvage missions, or the what do you call a mission? The repair and maintenance missions. So you can do there's an SRT, which is like a salvage and repair tool. You can do a true hold tractor beam, and then there's like another one where you can do like a I can't remember what it's called. But you can do a bunch of stuff with them. We're gonna buy a bunch of these fuses real quick. We're gonna buy like 11, see what they do. And then they don't have a lot else, guys. So we're gonna back out. We're gonna look at the terminal here. This should be our local storage. And look at that, just like that, we have our backpack. We're gonna equip our multi-tool onto our hip. And then we're gonna equip both of our modules into our backpack, along with our fuses and the SRT canister. And then all we have to do, oh, there's a person here. Holy cow, he scared the living bejesus out of me. So now we can pull our tool out and we can put on the SRT attachment, or we can do the true hold tractor beam. We're gonna do the SRT one. And then we need to do a canister, I think. Oh, maybe we need to buy more than one canister. Did I install the right one? There we go. So salvage and then repair. Okay, so we should probably buy a couple of those. We're probably going to want to buy a couple of those containers then, chat. If I'm reading that right, I could be reading it completely incorrectly. So what is the difference between these two? They look the same, but then there's this one. Let's just buy like 10 of these for 3K. There we go. And then we'll put those in our backpack. So what I want to try is we'll go down and do one of those repair missions on Bloom here, actually. That'll be kind of interesting. All right, so I just want to find the ship salesman. Apparently you can buy ships here. Oh no, coffee went warm or cold or whatever you want to call it. Loot. What can we loot, chat? What's lootable? What do we got? Combat knife, Najakte knife, Tiger Claw. We're gonna need that if we want to hack into some stuff. Medical equipment attachment. All right. Why you come down to these outposts, chat? You can find some free loot. Don't always have to spend money like I do. Oh, good lord. These guys are armed and ready. I'm really hoping they don't open up on me, chat. Okay, so that's a doorway to the other side. Still no ship terminal. We got some herbs. Some herbs growing, some oregano, some cilantro. I'm not finding any ship terminal. They said they sold ships here, Chad. I'm starting to not believe them. Airlock. This place is a dump. Oh my gosh, there's a rover sitting there. What is a rover doing there? Thank you, Snaky. I appreciate you. If you're heading out, 07s across the board, you're phenomenal, my friend. Take care. I don't know where the ship terminal is supposed to be, Chad. It looks like there's a second level, but I doubt you'd have to go up there to get a ship. Another lootable weapons case. Arms and armor. I don't know. At this point, we're just gonna head out. I was hoping I could buy a ship here. I want to see what our next ship should be, what we should buy. I'm thinking a Cutlass, because it's still that Drake fashion, and it does a little bit of everything well. What are your thoughts, chat? What ship should we look at buying next for our jump up? A couple options would be like a Freelancer, a Cutlass. Cutlass red for the medical side of things. A Pisces would be a good one, but it's a lot smaller than this one too, though. Let's check the map. Did the map say anything here, guys? You have a landing area, trading post. That's all. There's a building over here I didn't look at. That would be positioned. Let's get some water. Now I can talk. Let's go check out this last building and we'll head out. My face looks really red in stream, but it's also very yellowish red planet. Now I look really red. Now this room's pitch. Oh, that's the one light. Those are the lights we never put in today. Yeah, it's all right. All right, so here's the last building, chat. I'm not seeing any... I'm not seeing anything that's interactable. I'm not sure if this is a... Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a guy walking around out here. That's another player. He looks like he must have just landed. Yep. Oh, look at that. He's got a Mirai Guardian. Ooh. We should probably GTFO, chat. I don't want him putting his guns on me. I love how we took the large landing pad and he's the large ship. He landed in a small pad. He's probably pissed. Probably like, what cutter sat here in my spot, bro? This place is technically protected within reason. I don't know if these are the good guys or the bad guys, chat, but we're protected to a degree. I don't think anyone can just start slinging shots around. I think we're protected from that much. Seeing if we have any slots where we can put these fuses in. Usually these new ships came with like a fuse box or something. But doesn't look like it right now. We're gonna go through this door and check before we hop in. Life support. Does not look like it. Now the Cutlass had one, but I don't think this guy does. Okay. Not an ideal thing, but we will figure it out. All right. Next mission is on our list. What are we gonna do today? In there, that's thing's cool. Probably keep our comms open too, so in case somebody's messaging us and says like, yo, whoever's in the cutty, whatever it's called, the cutter, get out of my way, we can react. $8K for those jobs. Maintenance, 30K for maintenance. I'm not saying no to that. I think that might be a good option for us, chat. Otherwise, mercenary missions we might want to do as well. Look at this payout. Need someone taken out. They've got a crew that's been heading headhunter ships. Their leader's a real piece of work. Let's check our rep. Did we earn something with them yet? Headhunters? Journal? Do we have a journal about these guys? Still nothing. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should know who these people are, but I don't. This is causing problems. These are all from the headhunters, except for Citizens of Prosperity, for Prosperity. He says, he phrases this, outlaws have attacked one of our pilots over at this asteroid cluster. So I feel like the Citizens of for Prosperity are the good ones. Headhunters would probably be the bad one. Technically. But then there's Citizens for Prosperity, or is that what the other ones were? Yeah, Citizens for Prosperity. Pilot in distress. Disable outlaw stronghold at asteroid base hangar. Oh, I don't know if I even want to try that one. Well, chat, we're gonna start with the maintenance one. We're gonna start simple here. Shepherd's Rest. Accept offer. We're gonna track it. We're gonna plot our route right away so we know where we're going. Opposite side of the planet. Maps. Something smells fruity. Ah, that's what it might be. All right, and we're going to invalid target. Can we go to Shepherd's Rest first? Okay, let's just fly up. All right, so that Morai Guardian took off already, chat. Looking at me. Chat, he's looking at me. I don't know what that deploy just did. What did I just deploy? Wasn't my cargo. We're gonna turn around and see what it deployed. I'm actually kind of curious while we're down here. We need to close the door anyways. We forgot to close. Yeah, whoever's in that cut is in that Guardian. They're probably like looking at us, getting ready to eat us. They're probably checking our ships and seeing what we got. We're gonna just take off though and get out of there. We're gonna skyrocket. We're gonna go just vertical. All right, there we go. We're burning out of here. Keeping them off our tail, chat. We don't want to die already. I don't have anybody on my radar right now. Activating quantum travel. All right, so we're gonna back away from the planet. We're gonna do what we used to do, just whip around and travel near Shepherd's Rest is where we need to go. Oh, there he is. He's flying right towards us. Oh, that's not him. There's another cutter. We're flying though. Oi. Part of me thought I looked over at my audio and I swear to God I saw that my mic was muted. I'm like, are you serious? Have I been streaming for over an hour with a muted mic? I was gonna lose it, chat. So it looks like Bloom has a very just uneasiness about it, if you haven't heard yet, chat, with the music. All right, we're gonna turn our music or turn our lights on. I still don't know what this deploy thing did. I just hear, like, I hear a little. Unless it's a little antenna, I don't know. Somebody Google that. What does the Drake Cutter deploy button do? I had no idea. There's like 4 outposts. You can see the lights, honestly, chat. They're all in this mountain range. It's pretty cool. So we got a Constellation Andromeda. Calibrath, that you? No, he's not here. All right, we're gonna fly over these mountains and land over there, and we're gonna try this repair system that we got. We got a couple of fuses with us. Sometimes you need to start over and just kind of enjoy the simplicities of these games that we play, and I think this is going to do good for me in the long run. I've gotten too accustomed to like flying these newer ships and all this and that, and it's like, nah. Sometimes you just need a good break from reality and playing these older ships or simple ships. Remembering what the core concept of this game is about for those who haven't played it in some time. All right, we're coming in 2 kilometers. Hard to see the ground here. The lights are really not showcasing much of anything at this point. That's because they weren't on. That's cool. We're probably just gonna land right out front here. I don't see anything beneath us. There's people walking around, chat. Do you see that? I think I had coupled mode on. I think I was flying with coupled that whole time, chat. All right, chat, here we go. Calling Repairman Floon. Armed to the teeth with guns and grenades. If I ever saw my handyman come out like this, we'd have a couple of problems our way. Oh, look at that beautiful, listen to that beautiful music. Oh, the cellos, the strings. All right, we got to replace some fuses around here. Look at that giant generator, holy cow. All right, so we got to replace a fuse. Put a fuse in the relay. Oh, look at that. Fuse required. Okay, so chat, here's what we do. We're gonna go to our backpack. We got 11 fuses. I hope we have enough. We're gonna put it in our hands and we're just gonna hit place. It looks like we need all of them. Can I just search for my backpack and put them in? Oh my God, I can. All right, we've placed 3 fuses. We need to replace the pipes, chat. That's a little ways away. Anything upstairs here? I think we have to go above. I think we need to climb up here, chat. Oh, this music is just feeling good. We're climbing. We got all these Jeffrey tubes up here, chat. You seeing this? This is really cool. Okay, so going up here did nothing for me, so we're gonna go drop back down. Whoa, hey guard. Don't worry, I'm contracted. I'm contracted. Repair pipes. Do you think I can hit it from here, chat? Oh, look at that! It's atomizing. It's fixing. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we repaired 1. I think we can stop. Okay. So it's like soldering metal onto it. That's really freaking cool. Is there another pipe like right over here? Can I get to it from here? Does not look like it. Okay, chat. So we got wires. Oh, chat, look at that. We can salvage from these. It's highlighting them. You see that? like technically if we need to, we could go like salvage from a ship with these pipes. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. We need to find another way upstairs. That's the way upstairs, but there's no stairwell. Do you think there's an alternative entrance, chat? Let's look outside. Using relays and pipes. We need 3 pipes replaced. I was hoping there'd be a ladder on the outside. Oh. Loot crate. What do we got, chat? I took it all without realizing that's gonna fill up my backpack. We need to drop this. We'll store it in our ship. How about that, chat? We'll store it in our ship. What we're really looking for is another way up top. Oh, broken pipe. Don't you worry. LordPhloon's here. He's repairing your pipes here. See, if you don't fix your pipes, your water won't go through where it needs to go. You need to keep these in good condition. You can't be pulling metal from them. Kind of curious, like, how long I need to hold on to it for. Because, like, I can't see the top of it where it's actually broken. That's my problem. Right there. There it looks like it's hitting. Just oddly enough funny. Repair pipe, we're still on 1 out of 3. I'm just waiting for that number to drop down to 2 out of 3. I don't have a way to get on top of this building. What's the gravity like on this planet? Like, look at that. I had to get over. I was missing all of that right there. Pipes replaced. Cool. Or repaired. So there's no confirmed ladders to get up except for that one ladder we found. Oh, there he is. There's one. Oh, they hired another contractor. Oh, hey there, bud. Oh no, I spilled coffee on my desk. Ah, I stained it. Unnecessarily unneeded. There wasn't a whole lot. Just a little bit. All right, we got to replace the fuse relay. Just like at my house. Fuse required. I have them in my backpack. We have 11, right? We have 8. I think as long as you get the first one, you can just keep placing them. That's kind of cool. Well, no wonder they're charging 30,000. I was like, I better be getting paid for these. These relays aren't cheap. Place pipes. I wonder if you can just, who the hell do you think you are? Pushing me like that. Hey, I'm working here. All right, contract complete. Repair remote system. Woohoo! We're gonna try and take the stairs down. How do we use this? How do we use the ladder? There we go. Just like that. Just your local handyman in the pyro system. Don't mind me. You need anything, call your local cutter. That's me. All right. Let's take a look. Oy vey. Wrong side of the door. Close the door. Always close your door, chat. Don't ever not close your door. Oh, where's the storage bin? By the bed, right? Okay, we're gonna store all. This is an extra suit, extra chest piece, extra armor for arms and leg and head. So we got 2 head pieces, 2 arms, a leg, and a chest. So if we end up having to damage these and they're broken or something happens where we get cut, torn, shot, attacked, we'll be okay. Oh, welcome chat. For those of you who are hanging out, I appreciate you. For all you lurkers out there, you are phenomenal as always. There's like no lights on this ship. There it is, finally. Oh, look at it, it just drops off. Lights on and then turns off. What a good light system I have, chat. Isn't that awesome? That's really cool. Considered life support? No, that's not life support. Turn on engines. All right. We're working on our 0 to hero challenge. We're at 61,000 credits right now. We're working on the Bloom system right now. Bloom is a pretty place right now, I think. It's an interesting place to be. We're gonna try a mercenary mission. See if we have something in-house here on this planet. Oh, these mercenary looks like it's ship combat, actually, I realized. Yeah, we won't want to do any of these till we get some actual fundage. I say we go over to the other Pyro planet system. Let's check out. That's the other one. Terminus is a planet. Frigid planet. Is there any stations on the? There's Ruin Station there. You got Bullock's Reach. Buy vehicles. Let's see if we can route to Bullock's Reach here. And see if we can find any stuff there. Why? Oh, there we go. I was like, why are we not flying forward at all? Our VTOLs are still up, chat. VTOLs were pointed up and down. All right, here we go. All right, chat. Where are we going? We gotta go that way. Like, look at this night sky, chat. Look at those beautiful maroon purple. Oh. All right, we're gonna sight our system for Terminus. That doesn't sound creepy. Going to Terminus. We left behind Bloom. So that's Pyro. Pyro is the name of the system, obviously, but same with Stanton. It's based off the star of the system. So Pyro is a dying star, I believe, if I'm correct, which I maybe am not. So let's check correct quickly. A sequence flare star, a K type. Okay. So this star will actually pulsate with solar flares occasionally. I don't know how often, but if you're in travel you will get a notification that says incoming solar flare. And if you don't get behind cover by a planet or a planetary body or an asteroid, you will get shredded by heat damage, and your shields will be damaged. Your engines and stuff will all take damage. It's pretty crazy, actually. It doesn't tell me who they are, though. Citizens of Prosperity. Here we go. Oh, here we go, chat. Citizens of for Prosperity is a concerned group of civilians who have taken it upon themselves to tame the infamous outlaw systems once and for all. What started as a small posse making occasional forays into Pyro to hunt down criminals has grown into a full resettlement plan across multiple systems, working very closely with local residents. The group provides protection and logistical support to the survivors who call the unclaimed frontier home. They're founded in 2950. We are in 2955 right now. So this is a 5-year-old group that has been around, supposedly, give or take. Their headquarters is on Lorville in Hurston. That's really cool. That's part of the Stanton system if you guys have played with us before. Okay, so we're working with the good guys. The Citizens for Prosperity is who we want to be working with. We're neutral with them. We want to be an elite contractor with these guys. Guys, I'm actually very much enjoying our time in Pyro right now. I hope you guys are too. This place is pretty cool, in all honesty. We need to figure out what kind of ship we want to get next, chat. So I'm thinking while we're in Quantumir, we got a couple of options, right? So we could do the standard upgrade path for me was like, we got a small ship, which is this. We got a larger class ship or a medium class ship, such as like the Cuddy Black or something, like a heavier ship. Still had some living quarters. For our goal here, I think having a living quarters is pretty important for us. So we gotta stick with living quarters. We gotta stick with good damage output and cargo space, because cargo stuff is kind of like what I enjoy doing the most, but I like doing combat as well. So I want to find something that's a nice in between with balance of damage output and actuality of transporting cargo. So I think in Cuddy Black is a good option for us. That'll give us the ability to have a co-pilot if we ever want to have somebody join us in stream. And then we also have the option for like the Freelancer. The Freelancer is a good class ship as well, in the terms of doing cargo. It's also got some heavy guns to it as well, but it's definitely not so much a fighter ship in my opinion. So I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys have a idea for what you want to do for your side of things here. Give me just a moment. I was just fixing something on my setup here. There we go. So if you guys have any heads up on ideas for what you think would be a good option for our next ship, let us know. For those of you guys just tuning in, this is our Zero to Hero Challenge mini-series we're starting on stream. We'll be starting this all on stream. You're not going to miss any of this. This is not going to be done offline, online, by myself, only on stream. We'll be uploading the videos to YouTube, of course, but those will be after stream, and those will be edited scenes and sequences, maybe 10 minutes tops. I don't know how to do a lot of editing yet, so we want to take it one step at a time and keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start with that very simply and keep it short and easy. I apologize. I got something stabbing me in my pocket, and it was like a plastic bit from one of my screwdriver sets. There we go. All right, so we are out of quantum travel, guys. Yeah, yeah, it's cruise though. How do I do? Okay, there we go. I was flying decoupled. Maybe we try flying decoupled for a little bit, chat. Let's go to Bullock's Reach here. So you can fly decoupled or coupled. So coupled is considered, think of it like, so when you're in your car, right, and you're on the road, think of decoupled as I hit the gas, my car goes, and I let the gas go, my car continues to still go. But coupled would be like every time I let go of the gas, the car stopped, or it tries to stop, essentially. See, like right here, if I let go of the throttle, you'll see my number on the bottom left-hand side here. It drops to 0. If I activate coupled, technically I should start falling a little bit when I'm in a heavy atmosphere, but I'm going, and you see my meters per second is not dropping much. It's dropping a little bit, but it's in line with the gravitational pull of the planet, probably. Oh, planet's got some ring action going on. You see that? All right, here we go, chat. We're coming in. Bullock's Reach. We're gonna see what ships they have. That's kind of a goal of mine. I want to see where the ship warehouses are and what they have to offer. All right, we are on low fuel right now. We only have 62,000 out of 1 million quantum fuel. I didn't check to see if this place had any quantum fuel refill stations, so this will be a fun one. Heads or tails? Not heads or tails, 50-50. What's going to happen? We're going to get shot at, or we're going to be welcomed with open arms, you think? No contracts available. We're going to fly in pretty low here. All right, we're going to activate shields. There's a wrecked Caterpillar. A couple of ships that are roughed up out here. Looks like a salvage yard or a bomb yard. I don't know yet. Can I scan that? What is that? It's like letting me scan it. Kind of cool. Like highlighting. You see that? We'll take the small pad. We'll do our actual small pad duties here. Or if this even is a pad, I can't tell. I don't think it is. Do you think it's a pad, chat? I don't think it's a pad. Not for us. Maybe for a lighter vehicle. Yeah, this isn't even a pad. We for sure got to get quantum fuel before we leave. Oh dear God, does this place not have quantum fuel? We are so screwed if it doesn't, chat. Bullock's Reach. Yeah, we can't buy quantum fuel here. Oh my God. Oh my God. We are so screwed. Oh God. Erskine TTV, did it wipe rep as well? The update overall, I want to say yes. No, my rep looks like it stayed from the previous stuff we'd been working on last patch. So it looks like our rep is still the same, but I hadn't been doing a whole lot of grinding, so the 0 to hero stuff isn't terribly concerned with that as well. So welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Did I say Ersh King? I apologize. I realize that says Irish now. I feel terrible. That was like the first interaction you have with me. Isn't that great? Open the door. Cutter, please. Thank you. You're just joining in, welcome. We're doing a Zero to Hero challenge, Rags to Riches. Starting with a Drake Cutter starter ship and working our way through the Pyro system. And oh, look at this system, guys. This is cool. Frigid as all can be, but my gosh, is this cool. We're gonna look for, let's see, do they have anything of, that is a landing zone, chat. That is a small landing pad. Wow, that's super small. It's a very small outpost. They say they sell ships here. We're trying to see how much a ship costs in Pyro, and we're gonna try and set a goal for a ship that we can buy. I don't want to set myself a goal of we're gonna buy this ship and then it turns out, guess what? You actually can't buy any of those ships here. We're trying to find the vendor that actually sells our ships. Negative 153 degrees Celsius. Oh boy, all right. Oh, warming up a little bit maybe. Hey gentlemen, how we doing? Bunch of peeps hanging around. That to the outside? That looks like it goes straight to the outside. Really eerily quiet here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Is that it? Is that all that's in here? I thought there'd be more. Go to the other side. Bathroom, locker room. Bar, some dude eating by himself. This is where we're expecting to hear back from NPCs, right? Like, where is Le Ship Shop? And then they go, oh, Le Ship Shop. Yeah, I know where that is. How are things in my neck of the woods? I like your armor and clothing, dude. Doesn't look like you guys are suited for this planet, though. You guys see it's negative 150,000 degrees out here? You guys think you're okay? Wearing like a half-torn cloth shirt? Very strong gravity. Not a whole lot of jumping power on our side here. Warehouse, storage, warehouse, something like that, huh? We saw this at another outpost. They had like these generator things. Okay, so nothing here either. If anybody has played on Pyro, let me know what your thoughts are on some of the system's best places we should look at. Like I said, right now I'm just trying to see where I can buy a ship. I just want to buy one. I know we're going to need like at least several million credits, probably. Or maybe more. I don't know. I don't know what some of these ships are worth in game. I've never actually bought one. I always tended to buy my ships in the pledge store. Don't think about this game like that too, chat. If you guys are trying to get into the game and you kind of feel a little unnerved that people buy these ships outright for money, don't ever think of it like that. I always tell people, you guys pledge what you want to pledge to the project. You can, like, this is what this whole stream's about. Our whole stream is about us showing you that you can spend the minimum, whatever, $45 for a starter ship package, or $60 in my case for a starter package, and you can have just as much fun. Now, granted, I'm not taking this ship out on, there's other starter ships that are viable, right? This is not a fighter ship. This is a multi-role ship. This is meant to do a little bit of everything, but it doesn't do it perfectly. I want you guys to understand that. Not every ship is going to do every job perfectly. You start with the Mustang Alpha. The Mustang Alpha is very great at fighter combat. It's got a very good weapons armament complement to itself that it can fight very well for itself, for its size and speed compared to the Cutter. Cutter does it okay, but it's not going to succeed where that one does. We are taking damage or something. We're getting like hypothermia, I think. Our guy's getting like extra cold on the right-hand side. We're going to head back in our ship. But then just like the Avenger Titan, you know, the Avenger Titan has more guns on it than this does too, but less space for a cargo. I think this ship is besides the Intrepid, I think has one of the only ones that actually has a cargo grid functionality into it. So it all depends on what you want to do with this game. Learn what you want to do. I very much suggest playing during free fly events. They have at least 2 to 3 a year regularly. They just had one for the Invictus Fleet Week, and then they'll have one for the IAE this November. And then they'll have one for I can't remember what other options they have, but they have a couple options where you can fly the games or ships in game for free and you can rent them. So if that ever entices you, definitely give it a try. All right, what kind of contracts we got, chat? We're gonna need bounty hunter collection. They don't have any of those box delivery missions anymore. I was really hoping they'd have some of those. Service beacon. Just another guy requires emergency medical treatment at Lazarus Transport. Where's that at? Where's Lazarus? Oh, I didn't see which one. Jesus, they're all super far away. We don't have that kind of quantum travel. We should find a station that has refuel. I like how it all says buy buy ships, but I don't see any ships for sale at this one either. I know Ruin Station we can service our vehicles. I want to try and see if we can find another one on the planet side of things here. Buy vehicles. Oi! Vehicle services, last standings. There we go. We have just enough to jump there. Let's go. Well, not just. We have a little more than that, but... All right, where are we flying to, Chaz? Pretty much the opposite side of the planet? I think it is. We're just going vertical. Not the best pilot here, Chad. Don't hold it against me. I love these little outposts though, chat. I really do. I hope they add more of these like small, I don't want them all to be quantable to them. Like I would love for it if they came out with like an item that you could plant to make like a quantum beacon. You could fly back to these places if you find them, or save favorites, or plot a physical point that you can warp close to. Because I just want to be able to eventually drop off my ship and drive in a certain area and wander upon something that would never normally be able to be found. Something simple. I'm a simple man, chat. So it wants me to go back to Terminus as a whole, even though I'm already at Terminus. So we were going to go to Last Standings. A lot of derelict outposts. You see that? What was it called? Last Stand, chat? What I thought it was called. Right there. Deluxe Reach. Derelict. Derelict. Am I not seeing it, chat? Chat, which one of these things is not like the other? Last Standings right there. Hey, LordPhloon. Yeah, open your eyes. Sorry, just charging my phone. So yeah, we're excited to be able to get back to streaming, guys. We're going to be trying at least... I think we're trying to do once a week right now. See how this goes. I like to do this. This will give us something to do each and every week, because I found myself I struggle with once a week. I used to do 3 streams a week, and I think that was very good because it let us do a little bit of everything in a week. But once a week, it really limits our time together, and I really want to give you guys something to look forward to. And the last 2 streams, honest to God, this has been the best Star Citizen streaming experience I've had in the last month. We've only been doing this about a month, a little over a month maybe. This has been going very well. We have had very little issues with the game as far as being in Pyro. Now, anything can happen, of course, but I found myself just having so many more bugs in Area 18 sector and stuff like that, which is one of the pushes I had for coming to Pyro. So that was part of it. I wanted to have a very fun-centric thing for us to do each and every week. And I think this is going to be a really fun mini-series. I think it'll work for us to get like new stuff for our ships and gear, and then work our way up to a bigger ship and all that cool stuff. We're still flying decoupled or coupled? I think we're... Headhunters controlled area. Checking to make sure we don't need to call them for landing. These outposts have gotten me all turned around. I don't know if you're supposed to call in for landing or not. Like in a crater here. You see that, chat? Oh, but chat, do you see that over there? Let's land here quick. Let's just land here first. If you look over to your right, chat, there's some lights over there. I'm wondering if that's where those ship stuff is. But this looks to be a much bigger facility than the last one. So we're gonna... I think this is the landing pad we actually have to take here, though. I'm just sitting here hitting C, turning on coupled and decoupled mode off. Okay, let's see if this actually works, chat. Disregard my crappy landing. Oh, where did you go? You were right there. Okay. Ooh, I thought it was going to take it away from me. I'm like, you gotta let me do this. All right. Don't mind. Unlocking my phone, making sure if anybody's been texting because it died a while back. All right, repair. I might have nicked myself a little bit. We're gonna do another walk around, chat. I'm really enjoying these outposts, but we're trying to find a ship dealer, chat. That's what we're here for. Reminder, we're looking for ships. We're looking for a guy named Watto. He deals in gambling deals and stuff like that, and sells ships and pod racers and ship parts. No, I'm kidding. Oh, look at this. Our headsets are all covered. I'm gonna actually wipe our headset off. Cargo freight elevator, cool. All right, let's take a look at the minimap, guys. All right, so we got freight elevator, outpost, what does that say? Warehouse, habitation, trading post, landing area, freight elevator. Freight elevator, what is that? This building. Main building. Okay. So right by the antenna tower we need to go. I probably could have looked at this outside of the pouring rain right now, or whatever we got going on right now. My performance isn't running terrible, to be all honest with you guys. I think I'm running, if it pulls up for me. It doesn't look like it wants to come up for me while I'm running. All right, so there's the antenna tower. So this should be the main building right here. In theory, this would be where everything happens. Got a whole bonfire ass thing. Look at that. Oh my god. Now, I don't know what that right-hand 36 degrees Celsius is actually coming out to. It says it's negative 158. Is it saying like I'm freezing so bad I'm freezing through my suit? I'm not sure. Got some more Tiger's Claw and another multi-tool. I'll take it. For my backpack, please. Take all. Won't let me drag it, but it'll let me take it all. Funny. All right, guys, we're looking for some terminals of any kind. Just checking to see if those are lootable, which they are. What do you got for me? Oh, water. L shift store. Water. And spicy salmon bars. Good. We do not want to be buying stuff. I want to find all this cool stuff for us to eat and drink. All right, so I say we've been having such great performance. We actually are dropping pretty heavy here. I don't think I would buy a ship through here. The whole second floor. Or maybe not. Oh, it's all like living, it's like a makeshift living quarters. Oh, we are stuttering like no one's business. This is like cryo stations, you see that? Head you back to the main room here. Why do they say they sell ships, chat, if we can't find a single terminal? Why do you think that is, chat? Feel like this is deceptive practices. I've wasted quantum fuel to come out here in exchange for a ship. Or rather, a promise thereof. I'm gonna look something up quick. Okay, so it looks like the main orbital stations are where we can buy ships. We can't even buy them where we were thinking. So, okay. 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 We're good. Okay. Cool. Cool. We're gonna hightail it back to our ship. And we're going to focus on doing missions for the Citizens for Prosperity. They seem to align with our interests. I don't want to have to be a bad guy if I don't want to. If we can still work for the good guys here and make a name for ourselves, we will. All these planets have pretty good gravity in them. Holy cow, I can't even jump. Open the ship! Close the ship! Not appropriate item. What item is appropriate to fit in there? Oh, you got a little pistol rack up there? Yeah. Can I put another heavy weapon here? Or no, just one? What is that meant to be for? Rocket launchers? Good lord. Meant to have two secondaries but one primary? Is that what I'm hearing, chat? That's a heavy weapon rack ration. That's what I thought. It looked like probably like a rocket or a railgun. All right, so we found out we can only buy ships at the main stations, and I know we're gonna down throttle when we go there. So let's look at some missions, chat. Delivery. Look at that! 26K got a box sitting in an outpost warehouse that needs to make its way over to an outpost landing area. Any chance you can knock this out real quick? The only real threat would be tripping on your feet. LordPhloon is always down for contracts. Pick up toxic waste at outpost. It's not that far, 167 meters. Oh, that's like really... That's like right on top of me. We're just gonna lift off a little bit and fly there. Like, is it still within? Oh my god, it's literally in this town, chat. In the town. There's a landing zone just ahead. We'll just touch down there. Just touch down the middle of the city. Whoa! When I said touchdown, I didn't mean slam down. Good lord. Wow. Talk about a heavy drop. Why am I... What's happening? Why am I sitting in bed? I didn't hit the bed button. All right, we need to drink some water in game, guys. Our guy is a little thirsty. Drink, drink, drink. Ah. You know what I like to do in this game is when I have co-pilots, I like just throwing stuff at them and be like, hey, Kevin, and then throwing stuff at Kevin. We don't have a Kevin in chat. All right, so we need to go collect the toxic waste at Outpost Warehouse and literally walk it across the town. I thought it was gonna be like a bigger mission. But there's no mission too big or small for LordPhloon to take on. What the hell? Yeah, I guess I can't go in that room. What's up, civilian? Oh. Talk about stuttering. Oh my god, look at me stutter. Look at me now. Look at me now. Hey. I'm lagging badly. Look at me now. I'm trying to see straight. God, whoever's in charge of this warehouse does not get a raise this year. I just want you all to know that. I am not recommending him getting a raise this year. Do I need like... Oh my god, how do I get out of here? I'm not gonna be able to do this with my body. But yeah, you can't jump with a box in your hand. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. That place, not throw. Good thing we bought this, chat. I don't know how we would have done this without buying this. Let's see about carrying it, see how fast we can go instead of just holding it. Oh, you used to be able to like sprint with these. Okay, there you go. Where do I gotta take it? Deliver toxic waste to outpost landing area. Is this like a elevator? Like, how do I get lower? You guys are gonna suffer from hypothermia. It says I'm 9 meters from it, vertically. I like how it tries playing me like an idiot, because this is like kind of how my boss makes me feel at times, guys. He'll be like, yeah, this is easy. And then I'll be like, cool, where do I have to go? Just take it there. And then there's like no clear instruction as to what he needs exactly. I'm like, what do you mean just take it there? This is the landing area. Tactically, this is the landing area. Do I need to call for the thing to open? No. Like, to me, it sounds like we just dropped that puppy off right here and we're done. Anyone know what I'm missing? While I'm trying to do this, because it's like lagging out on me. I think we're just gonna abandon this one. I was hoping this was gonna be like just pick up and land it somewhere else. But I am getting way too many frame drops right now. I'm literally getting like 2 frames right now. Ooh boy. I'd probably handle better at a mercenary mission than this right now. I can't hardly see, and my game is struggling. Oh my god. The outsides of my screen are getting all... Even after wiping, I think my guy's honestly gonna die. I think my core body temperature was dropping, chat. Yeah, my body temp was dropping so low. Ooh. Wonder if I can plot my... There we go. We're just gonna take off from here, chap. We'll do a mission that's available somewhere else. Like, look at this, chat. You can see these other campsites around. There's like 4 or 5 of these outposts nearby. Really cool. Okay. Checking mission. Probably do 1 or 2 more missions. I didn't realize it's 9:30 already, chat. $54,000. Let's try it. Go to asteroid base. So this is one. I wonder if it holds while I do that. Did it wipe your money? I actually gave out all my money for this, Irish. I gave out all my money. I had like, didn't have a lot. I only had like 500,000 for my recent travels. But I gave that out to one of our community guys. Stable Outlaw Stronghold. Following a series of raids against Citizens for Prosperity, we believe we have traced those responsible back to a base. Attacking them directly will pose too great of a risk and not likely encourage aggressive, and most likely encourage aggressive reprisals. So instead, we believe that if their power generators were to be disabled, it would force them to settle elsewhere. All right, so we're gonna try and stealth mission, chat. That'll be kind of cool. That's not too far away either. Is that the mission? Robion? All right, chap. We haven't done an FPS mission in quite some time. I'm hoping the asteroid base isn't too terribly heavy like these outposts are with assets. We'll do this, and we're gonna try. What we're gonna try doing, chat. This I think I said in the beginning. We're gonna be trying to do bed logging in Pyro. I'm excited. I want to try it. I know it used to work a little bit back in the day, but I'd like to try and do this seamlessly. So we're going to be uploading some of these clips to YouTube, TikTok. If you haven't checked us out on our TikTok page, we have an avid following there where we post clips and just some. I try to do some cinematic stuff, but the algorithm doesn't really like me doing that. I find my ones that are more cinematic in nature find them to be not fully watched or not appreciated. So we try to stick to some short form content, funny clips and stuff that happen. But I'm looking to do some long form content on YouTube, and we're going to do this mini series. So we're going to upload most of our travels and stuff that we do in our episodes that we do. All right, so we found the asteroid base, chat. After we do this mission, we're going to head out to deep space and rest up. Apparently the dune worm thing is supposedly in actuality now. All right, we have contact, chat. Looks to be a hull A. We're too far for our normal missile range. We're gonna test out the missiles on this puppy. I can never tell. It doesn't really showcase when the missiles are all fully locked. I used to like how they used to sound, where it'd give you like an audible sound that they're fully locked. But I feel like I just let those go and they're not gonna hit at all. Yeah, look at, they're not even going near target. I just wasted 4 rockets, chat. Look at that. You ever want to waste 4 oh, guess what? I didn't. Oh no, it showed lock on too. Yeah, I don't know, chat. All right, here we go. We're gonna engage. We got a hull series, it looks like. Probably hauling some illegal goods. He's not even moving right now. He's just sitting there taking it all like a chump. This is where I excel, chat. I excel at shooting a sitting duck. But at the same time, don't worry, I'll still find a way to kill myself. I guarantee it. These hulls actually have a decent armor rating. Unless they give everything a good pass. All right, I think he's down. I did not notice these asteroids actually moving. That gives me a little bit of anxiety now that they're rotating along with us. Are you gonna die? I thought you were dead. Just having a good old time. At least the shields don't have a chance to get online. I bet you could do this with like a group and you kind of like fly in and drop your teammates off to destroy the power generators. Another Drake Cutter, chat. Which one's gonna win? Oh no, that's a Pisces. Disregard my earlier statement, that was incorrect. I'm wondering if I shouldn't be fighting these guys and that they're just gonna keep coming. I have a feeling that they're just gonna keep coming. Those back doors open now. I'm shooting into your cargo area. Whoa. If another target shows up while I'm engaging this next one, we might have to just call it and land down, because yeah, look at, there's another and another. There's two more. Or is that the Pisces I just shot? Can't tell. I think that's just the Pisces, but it's still alive. There we go. Take this one out and then we'll make our way to disable. Another hull. Look at this guy. Just break his spine in half. I really want to do some Hull C missions. I had a Hull C for a little bit, but I could never get it to actually like unload the cargo where I needed to, and I could never get good cargo missions for it. That was the other big thing. The Hull intrigues me a lot. There we go, target status. I got no other guns, chat. Look at his hull, you can just see it all scraped away. It's all wireframe. I just want to take care of it to make sure it doesn't come back and shoot me while I'm trying to leave. Trust me, I'm not really considering him a threat, but I know that if I land and go do this, he's gonna shoot me in the back while I'm doing stuff. All right, here we go, chat. We gotta disable power generators. There looks to be 4, 3. Oh! Oh, we're gonna die. No, we are not jumping in there like that. Oh, good heavens, chat. Our shields just dropped in an instant. Did you see that? Ooh, Nelly. I wonder if we have to 0G in, chat. We're gonna come around and try that again. If we get engaged by turrets like that again, though, we're out of here. There's no chance in heck that we're gonna be able to do this mission. I get why they said like a forward assault is not worthwhile strike. But like if those turrets shoot at me. What do you think, chat? Do you think they're gonna shoot at me personally? As an individual? All right. Grab our weapons. We're gonna take it bit by bit, chat. Got grenades. All right, chat, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I love the new EVA transport. Look at that. We're just kind of flying forward. I think this is going to be... We don't want to get too close, chat. So I think this might be as close as I want to get. Sorry, that's licensed music. I probably can't do that. Kind of got that Star Trek vibe. Do you guys remember that J.J. Abrams Star Trek when they were launching through the asteroid field and they're like going like Mach 37.5? It's like that, except 9 times less exciting because I'm like going 2 miles an hour at max. But it's very visually impressive, though. I will say that, chat. My plan is I'm going to kind of go around the planet or go around the asteroid here and see if they actually shoot me. If they don't shoot me, we're going to keep going. If they do shoot me, we're going to probably die because I've never been one to take a laser to the face from a turret, though. You guys are just joining in. Welcome. LordPhloon's Zero to Hero journey here right now. We're in an asteroid base disabling outlaw stronghold. We have raised about 60,000 credits right now, maybe 50,000. I can't remember exactly where we're sitting at right now. We have raised a good amount of credits. We're looking to aim for a new ship within the next two weeks of stream. I'm not going to do any offline streaming and gaming on this. We're going to leave this strictly for stream. We're going to have a good time with it. We're going to try and get some new... You ever find yourself doing this, chat? I'm sitting here actively while we're streaming, doing like this, like a peek around, as if I'm going to see what's going on around the bend before the game shows me what's around the bend. You guys ever find yourself doing stuff like that? So the fun problem is I don't know where their turrets are at because I don't know what they look like. This has got to be the way you do it. Because if you go in front, it's a full frontal assault. You're just going to get destroyed. I love how far we flew from our ship. We're still a kilometer away. That's crazy. Very peaceful. I think I see a landing pad up ahead. Maybe you're supposed to land kind of like, this kind of reminds me of like, not Klesher, but Security Point Korea. I'm really judging my call to do this. I bet you I'm gonna die. I really feel like I'm gonna die today, chat. I feel like I pushed my luck too far today. There's only 3 generators, 5 generators, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 generators. Shit. 6 generators? All right. Get the real ominous music kicking in though, huh? Did not bring any extra batteries for the arc light pistol. Got a good amount for the Gallant. And a good amount for the submachine gun. Oh, I was using the lumen that time. I wonder what the two fire modes are. They clearly changed, but... How much foot traffic do you think we're going to find? Hopefully not a lot, but the way things have been going, you never know. So quiet. You could cut the silence with a knife. Actually, I realized I don't even need to be holding W because we're in space. The guy just keeps going. Same speed and all. Part of me was thinking you could, like, it was on the asteroid itself, but it looks like we're going to actually have to go inside. There's got to be an entry point. Like a airlock cycle or something. There's got to be. So you see that one? That looks like a docking collar point, like a viewport. But I doubt that's an entrance. Do we waste our time flying over there, chat? It looks like a docking collar. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's also a really tight area to have a docking collar. I can't tell. What do you guys think? Maybe it would have extended a lot farther out. Who knows? Maybe it's even open. Maybe it's like an Atmo, no Atmo thing. Oh, we're coming in fast. Wow. Holy God, we came in fast. Cycling. Guys, we only have one med pen with us, I just realized. You know what we're gonna do, chat? Real quick. I think we have the med attachment to it for this. Hold. Oh, did we not bring the med attachment? Yeah. Where's our bag? I thought we brought a med attachment. Oh my God. Tractor beam, we don't. Shoot. That's not good. Okay, so we only have one med pen available to us, chat. We cannot get shot, like, at all. Like playing Tarkov all over again with Snakey. Just a reminder, scavs are not friends in this game. We shoot to kill. Power generator? Can we just disable or do we have to destroy? Destroy. Oh, okay. One shot took it down. Okay, dope. So far, I'm like not seeing anybody chat. Part of me wants to look around for loot, but the other part of me doesn't know how many people are actually in this facility. You know what I mean? I don't want to get caught with my hands in a cookie jar, so to speak, the proverbial cookie jar. I may be parked a little too far now that I'm thinking about it out loud, chat. I probably did park a lot farther than I needed to. Laser mines, chat. You see that? Oh my god, chat, did you just see that? We turned off a fan and we're crawling through. Oh my god, this is pretty cool. Okay. Consider it destroyed. Send location. What is that? Can I not loot them? I was hoping I could loot. All right, we got one more power generator to go. This looks like it should be like an actual outpost where you can find shit and buy. You know what I mean? Medical supplies. Oh, thank the good Lord. Brad. Esperon. Is it Esperon or Esperon? Or Esperi? It's not a Yon. Esperon. LordPhloon of the Flooniverse. That is I. The Floonist of the Floons. How you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. Welcome to our humble abode today. Scrap valve. Let's buy it and see what we can get for it. Not a whole lot else, guys. Okay. Find that last generator and let's get out of here. What is that? More gear. I'm so happy that 4.111 or 111 and 12 are no more. Amen, brother. Seriously. Take all. That's fine. Since 4.2 is dropped today, and I'm great. Thanks. How about you? We're doing great, guy. Or we're doing great, bud. We are working on what, do I have to break that open? Like, what do you mean I can't access it with F? Kind of funny. We are doing our first 0 to hero run. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. What is that? Magazine. Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, we're doing our 0 to hero stream right now. We gave away all our credits. We melted all of our ships and we went to Pyro. And that's what we're working on right now. E8 AR rifle. Okay, let's be honest, chat. I really like this gun. I like it a lot more than this submachine gun. So we are going to take that. We're going to store. We're going to take those. Anyways, yes, so we gave away all our stuff and we went to Pyro and we are making a living in Pyro. Dude, look at all the, this is like all lootable, chat. Oh my God. Store. Just stealing all these pistols, guys. I'm loving Pyro. No, we've been having a good time with Pyro, in all honesty. I couldn't do a 0 to hero, sadly. I have too many ships. Well, see, as long as we get to keep the buyback system, I'm okay. I could be worse, but I'm okay. And I have no other ships but my Kraken, to be honest with you. I don't have anything. So I use my money to get ships just for free for a little bit and test them out. So I figured this would be a perfect opportunity for us to kind of give the users an experience. If they want to play the game, this is how we play the game with a starter ship. We don't run around with the best and the brightest and the greatest all the day. We run with what we can and how we and all that jazz. You know what I mean? Do we have that other attachment I just grabbed? in my bag. Does that not work for this gun? Inventory? No, we just picked one up. It was like a reflex sight. Come on. Did it not transfer to my inventory? The second thing that said it transferred to my inventory and it didn't. That's not helpful. But no, we've been really enjoying the gameplay here. 100%. I look like I shouldn't go in there. But it also looks like that's where the... Okay, it looks like it won't let me in physically. Okay, cool. But yeah, our goal is to, within the next 3 streams, we're going to be trying to get an actual ship bought and get a bigger ship to use. Okay, generator's down there somewhere. All right, we did it. Contract complete. We destroyed the shield generators to the base. Now we just got to EVA out of here. We got to find our way out of here. Then we got to EVA out of here. I think we're right here. All right, so we're going to EVA out of here, and then we're going to log off for the night. We've been streaming for a couple hours, and I got work in the morning. I'm working from home, but I'd love to see you purchase a Drake Cutlass Black in game. See, Trenton, you and I are on the same page. This is exactly what we're looking at. I was talking to Chad a little bit. I would like to try and aim for a Cutlass Black personally. But you know, you got a couple other ships. You got the Freelancer series, which is good for all around. I think the Cutty Black is a good all-arounder ship for a next size. Like, I would say if I was sticking with this size, I would get like an Avenger Titan for more combat based. If I was wanting to do more cargo based, I would do the Connie or something like that. Or the Freelancer series or something like that. But for just a general all-around purpose ship gameplay, I think doing what we're doing with the going to the list would be a good idea. I think that is attainable. The only problem is I got to find out what ships they sell in Pyro and how often and how much, because we will definitely have to go and save a lot of money. Agreed, you can't go wrong with the cut. No, you can't. It's a memorable ship. It does everything well. Not perfect, but well. And I think it'll do just what we need in Pyro. We've had a very good experience, chat. We have not had a crash at all. Can we get a round of applause for that? We haven't had a single crash out all stream for, we've been going live for 3 hours. Holy cow. My God. Yeah, we've gone live for 3 hours tonight. Oh my God, is that a rock? Okay, that's debris floating in the background. I thought that was a capital ship or something flying out there. Yeah, we've had no crash outs. The frame rates have only dropped once on an outpost on what is it called? Oh, I can't remember what place it was called now. But we had one drop there, and then we had a drop jumping to Pyro. Pyro scared me jumping wise. I thought we were totally gonna crash. But yeah, we're gonna be trying to do I did get a notification when you were live. Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good, man. We're all good. Trenton, I want to remind myself, I was going through my notifications. Were you one of the gentlemen that we played in with synchronizers? Was that where we met? I'm trying to remember. And if it was, that's awesome. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm misconstruing who I'm thinking of now. It's got me all sorts confused. But you don't ever feel like you have to be jumped in first thing. It's all good, man. You missed a bit of a speech earlier. We were talking about our streaming, and I don't do org gameplay. It was 2018 or so when I followed you. Okay, cool. That's all good. Yeah, we used to be we have a couple of followers that were from, and I think we had a few subscribers back in the day from the org synchronizers. They were a very big EU org we had joined, very much over like several 100,000 people. But I definitely felt like a number, and it was one of those things of, I personally didn't enjoy that aspect of it, but they are a great group. If you're ever looking for a group to follow, they post videos. Some of their groups post videos for sure. That's where I kind of learned how to do some aerial combat. We did like some really cool, like 6 light fighters versus a hammerhead kind of scenario, and then we got jumped by another org. It was all sorts of cool stuff. Anyways, I thought you had been part of that group. I remember when we first started up, a lot of them followed us because I was cross announcing there too. But with it being a very large EU-based org, we just didn't have the time to play with them. It was hard. We live in the States, the group that I play with mostly, so we took a ways out, chat. We were like 1.5 kilometers. 1.5 kilometers does not seem long, except for when you're EVAing 1.5 kilometers. You just feel like you're being a corpse for like 1.5 kilometers. Kind of ridiculous. Oh God. But yeah, don't worry about having to be the first one here or any of that. You're all good. I appreciate you guys. We had a little thing where we're being like, oh, thank you for it. We had epic music in the background because of Star Citizen, but it was like a nice little thank you. We're looking to get back into streaming a little more, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And that goes for all you lurkers out there hanging out with us tonight. I do remember when you and I did play Star Citizen. We did play a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to be kind of fine-tuning how we do group gameplay. I do want to set up some times where we can play more with the community. We do have a set group that plays typically. And if you find yourselves in our community in Discord, feel free to hop in and join our guys playing and stuff. Introduce yourselves. The best way to get to play with us, guys, is to just hang out in our chats and stuff like that. Let us get to know who you are and all that. I fell with a couple of people once or twice in one of my streams or even offline that they were wanting to play with us, and it was fine. Then it turned out to be very much a, ooh, look at me, look at this, look at that, look at this. And it was very much a showboaty, peacocky performance. And it was one of those, that's not the kind of people we like playing with. We want to play to have fun. It's not all about showing how much money we've all spent and all that. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not a whale by any means, but I don't know. It's just one of those, some people irked us the wrong way. And we just want to be careful of that. And especially when we're streaming live, I want to kind of be familiar with the kind of person I'm going to invite on stream. We had a close one not too long ago when we were playing Helldivers, and some of the guys were dropping some F-bombs left and right. And I'm like, I don't mind swearing every now and then, but there was one guy who was like, I'm like, stay on the F-nay, please. All right, so chat, where are we at right now? We're sitting briskly at 113,000. We started the game with 513,000, and we dropped down to 15,000. We spent all of our money at an outpost to get gear and guns. Did a mission, ran out of fuel almost, refilled. Look at us, we're making a profit. Not fully. We're gonna find ourselves, we're gonna go to an asteroid base, probably not far from here or something. Let's go to, we're gonna go closer to Bloom here. We're gonna be probably hopping off for the night here. We're gonna just drop off and we're gonna try doing bed logs, chat. Those who aren't familiar with how the system works, you essentially, depending on the ship, you can use your bed to log out. Most ships that have beds, that is. If your ship doesn't have a bed, you typically, how it's gonna work when the game comes out is you're gonna have to find a landing zone and store your ship. Otherwise, you risk that when you log off and log back in, you're gonna be at a station, your ship's gonna be left wherever you left it. So when this game goes live, eventually how it'll work is if you want to log off, you either have to use a bed in your ship or the bed in your apartment. I'm sure there'll be a whole bunch of rested bonuses that come with that. Sorry, gotta wet my whistle there. But yeah, so the premise is we're gonna continue this platform of zero to hero. We're gonna find somewhere in space, land or not, hang in orbit, keep our ship systems on systems. You like that? Ship systems. And then we're going to go to sleep. In theory, the next time you log in, it'll bring you to your bed in the game server with the persistence of whatever you have in your ship. So in theory, I will be able to log off, put my arms and armor away in the inventory, and I should wake up with everything where I had it. I'm not going to dump everything because I don't want to wake up without armor. There's a possibility that the inventory system doesn't work on this ship. So we're going to leave everything in except for a gun. We're going to leave a gun in the weapon rack. And then we're going to store almost all of our gear in the weapons locker, or in the lockers. So let's do place. Place. And then we're going to place. And I don't know what the appropriate item is for these. You guys know? For these bottom ones? I know the right one's a heavy weapon. Then we're going to just kind of dump all this in there. Move all. Look at all that gear we've accumulated, chat. We got some hydration. We got some nutrients. We got ammo, different guns, 2 pistols, 4 knives. Crazy. Whereas I thought the knife always went on your left side. The cool looking knife though. Look at the jewel on that. That's pretty dope. All right. Here's if you can like climb up there. Oh, look at that. we can sit up here without our seat up. All right, we're gonna disengage quantum travel and we'll hang out here. I like to stay in the main hyperspace lanes or quantum space lanes and then kind of like just disembark from quantum travel. All right. I just realized our quantum, we have 600. Can we, what's within 600,000? I mean, can we make it to Bloom? Can we get fuel before we hop off, Chad? How far is Bloom? We have 600,000. Okay, we should be okay. Yeah, we have 627,000. We should be okay. So we're gonna leave shield systems on, quantum mode off, engines offline. Life support and coolers stay online. And in theory, this should work. Let's see. We lay down. We think about all the cool things we did today. And when trying to get up, there should be an option for us. Oh, there it was. You see it for a second, chat? Popped up for a second. Get up. Oh. Oh, I don't think we picked a good ship for this. Interaction wheel. Oh, come on. Work with me, game. Because you have to clip with it for a second. Oh, where did I get out? Is there no other way you can? Oh my God, store the grenade, dude. Not that kind of party. We gotta be able to do this. I really don't want to log into the stations. The stations are not great to work with. All right, here's what we're gonna do, chat. I'm not wanting to do this. We're gonna take everything off except for a space helmet and our space suit. I don't want to do this, but I think that might be the only way we can see where we need to aim properly. There we go. Log out. Notice exiting the menu. All right, chat. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us for our first ever Zero to Hero challenge for Star Citizen. This has been a great blast. We've been going for about 3 hours here. I still feel like I could go another 4 if that makes you feel any better. Unfortunately, I do have other obligations tomorrow morning. I do got to get up and work and provide for this wonderful family of ours. So I appreciate each of you guys hanging out with us tonight, all you lurkers out there, silently supporting from the back end. You guys are what keeps this backbone alive and moving, and the spine alive of this stream. For all you guys joining in, we had Irish hanging out with us. Trenton, thank you for hanging out with us. A big 07 to you, my friend. Irish, for hanging out with us. You are a great joiner as well. We have LordPhloon or Sneaky Train and Top-Headed Kirby joined us today. You guys are phenomenal. Keep it up. Keep up the great work. You guys are phenomenal. As always, feel free to check us out on our socials, TikTok, Twitter, X, Instagram. We're posting things new, and on YouTube, we're going to be starting to post this series. So maybe tomorrow at some point or Saturday, you'll see this uploaded. Maybe you'll see some edits. Maybe you'll see some cool stuff. Probably not, but wouldn't that be interesting? Otherwise, guys, we have a Discord as well. Check us out on our Twitch homepage. And if you have any questions, hang out with us in chat. Hang out with us in our Discord channel. Chat us up. Otherwise, guys, I got nothing else. I'm very bad at closing because, like I said, I still have the energy to keep going. I really do. Unfortunately, I know if I don't, I'm gonna be a wreck tomorrow, and I know my work might suffer for it. So I appreciate each of you guys hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. Hope you have a fantastic weekend this week. Until next time, gentlemen and ladies, 07s out there, you guys have a great night. Take care.